Hi everyone. Y'all are very chatty. I guess Ryan brings in a certain type of crowd. Hi Derpy, hi Foxroll, hi HR. Or no, what was your was it Cal? I have Ryan muted right now. So I can't hear, but I'm sure he's trying to tell me what to call it. I feel like it was Calvin. Or am I? No, that was. Yeah, Calvin? Okay, I did remember. Oh my gosh, WWE fan, thank you so much for the follow. And also, Calvin, thank you for the follow. I will give y'all hugs once the ad is over. Actually, you guys can't even hear me because of the ad, probably. Hi Spooky, hi Wolfie, hi Marley, DFG, Drambeak, Alex. Oh my gosh, Bobo's here. I didn't think Bobo would be able to make it. Hi Brayden. Hi Shinzo. Half of you aren't hearing me because of ads. Oh my gosh, the pirate emote is so cute. The little pirate cat. I love that. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm already behind on chat and it hasn't even started yet. Alright, we're 15 seconds away. Happy birthday, Spooky. Wait, no, Spooky can't hear me yet. You ate the ads. Alright, ad break is over. Let's go ahead and bring you guys in. Oh, you can hear me, Spooky. Happy birthday. Hi, Josh. Hi, Durs. One of these days I'll remember to click the things so that you guys can see me when I switch. Hello everyone, thank you for the follows. Thank you for being here. Quite a turnout for this hobo I picked up off the street because I didn't have anyone else. Let me turn down the music just a bit and we will get Ryan unmuted as well. Alright, so most of you know
Hello Astral. So fun fact, my Constitution Day is tomorrow. So there is no work tomorrow. So I can be here for like an hour.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. It's good to have you, Bobo. Thank goodness for Constitution Day. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I certainly need one of those. But, oh, also thank you for the bits. Thank you so much, Bobo. So, today we are doing our second Charitable Convo, which is benefiting Trevor Project today. And most of you know our guest today. A lot of you came from his channel, and that is Hobo Ryan. So let's go ahead and bring him into shot. I'll unmute. All right. Oh my god.
I'm being kidnapped. Help.
Well, we're gonna mute that again. Well, that concludes our interview, everyone. I hope you had fun today. All right, let me unmute. Oh my gosh, I forgot the camera wasn't right in front of me. But today we have Ryan with us.
Hello.
And I didn't really get a chance to go over it with you, but when the camera is right, where is it? Here.
Right there.
Yeah, that means it's looking straight at you. When it's here,
so wait,
it's looking at me.
Hold on, but I want to do. I need. Hold on. I gotta.
The
This is what they
camera's
like, right?
yours.
There we go. There you
Oh
go.
my
Are you
gosh.
feeling good, guys?
You're
Gotta
gonna
give you
put
that
me out of the
ASMR.
job.
You're gonna do great on your test today, Bill. I'm proud of
Bobos.
you.
Ryan, stop murdering
Bobo.
women for like 5 seconds.
Now, Bobo, feel the little hand. Feel the face tracing. I don't know where the fuck the face is, but
You're actually
imagine,
you're doing all right,
imagine,
kinda.
boop. Here comes the nose boop.
Personal
There you
space,
go.
you
You're
hobo. So do you have chat pulled up, or do you want me to convey things?
Oh yeah, I got chat pulled up.
Okay,
I can do that.
perfect. So the way I have these kind of organized is kind of just like a casual conversation. You can talk to me, you can talk to them if you want to address them particularly,
I
but
don't address those people. I'm talking to you, Marley.
yeah, I know they're lesser. Anyway, D-peeps, you come in and already Ryan is invading my personal space. He do be like that. Drambeak says it's time for Dead's trial.
No, I have done nothing wrong.
I mean, the attempted murder on camera, that
was
might...
for you, Drams.
Oh dear. Time for you to beat Ryan in fishing. Yeah, you guys all have not free fishing, but you can fish more than once in this stream.
You're gonna get them addicted. It's like cocaine to them. I give them one, so they won't snort every day. They're
You
gonna go
guys
out of
can
control.
snort as much as you can afford here. All right. Well,
This is dangerous.
I'm pretty sure everyone here knows what your streams are like, but
Chaos.
well, yes. But let's just have you introduce yourself a bit, kind of say what sort of streams you do.
Hello. I'm that guy who lives behind your bed, but otherwise known as Hobo Ryan. I've been doing this for, God, I think I'm at 13 years.
Oh my
13
gosh.
years, I've been doing a fusion of YouTube and Twitch, and I'm still here because I think one of those chromosomes fell out a long time ago. So that's what I do. I make a funny content. I try to make people laugh, and then they laugh at my failures more. That's what I
Thank you
do
for the
a
bit,
living.
Sleepy.
Sleepy!
I'm your
Sleepy's awake? Don't read their message.
I'm
Don't
your
read their
missing
message.
left nut.
Don't read their message. Sleepy? Go to bed. It's like midnight. You can't be calling somebody that at midnight. That's rude.
Thank you so much for the bit, Sleepy. I really appreciate it.
Why is Ryan a repo character? It's my true inner soul.
Yeah,
When I take off, this is what happens when I take my skin off.
This is who he really is. This is why he doesn't stream in VR chat. He didn't want you guys to know, but I'm a pretty good reporter, so I got to the truth of the matter.
Yeah. See, that's what you're there for, to really get to the bottom of all these mysteries.
But yeah, I didn't realize. I knew you'd been streaming for a long time. I didn't realize it was 13 years. That's over half of my life.
That's when I started. So I started on Justin TV before I did YouTube a long time ago. Actually, if I remember correctly, I think my oldest VOD on Twitch, because Twitch bought Justin TV, so my old Justin TV VOD is still there, and I think it's either 13 or 15.
Honestly,
It was a while ago.
I don't even know what Justin TV is. I'm assuming it's basically like YouTube, but just before that, you want to
So it is.
describe
it
that?
actually was Twitch. It's almost identical to Twitch.
Oh,
and
okay.
Yeah. I don't know exactly who bought it from it. I guess old Jeffrey Bezos bought it, but I don't know when. I just
Okay.
because I watched, I think their name was 4 Player Podcast at the time, and I enjoyed watching their spooky stuff at the time. And I went, screw it, I want to stream. And I streamed
As I
to
share Sleepy's time zone, I
two
can
people
confirm
and a
that it
bot.
is
At
not
least I
midnight
think
for
they
her
were a
yet.
bot. There
There are
was
still 48
a
minutes left
woman
to
named
midnight.
Lori and her roommate, and then there was a guy named
Thank you for the
Raspberry,
clarification, Bobo. It's still
they-
48 minutes
Wait.
left to midnight for Sleepy.
Oh, okay, then she can insult me at least one more time. Otherwise, she's getting sent right to bed. But yeah, so I started with that, and those were the three people that showed up every single time. And then one day, they stopped, and I stopped streaming for a long time. And then I came back, and I've been really enjoying it ever since. Let's see if I can find it. It was... Oh, here we go. The oldest stream I've got was April 19th, 2011.
Dang.
So,
That's
older than I thought.
that's a really long time. I'm guessing it's like way different now than it was then. Were you doing similar content? Did you always want to do like the React
funny thing
videos
is,
and stuff?
I don't remember it being that much different. Like, as far as gameplay stuff, like, the same way you set up stream is the same way it was back then. The only difference was my computer was terrible, and I was struggling. I was one sneeze away from everything crashing, my computer lighting on fire instantly.
That's awful. So when you started, what encouraged you to start? What got you started in streaming? Or did you start in YouTube first and then move to streaming?
If I remember correctly, I started streaming. I don't remember exactly what... I remember what got me into YouTube, because there was a small YouTuber called Mac and Mesh, which I guarantee none of you know.
Never heard of them.
It was before the era of PewDiePie and Markiplier, and they did, like, horror stuff. And they actually first upload their content on the Doom 3, like blog page. That's how long, like, YouTube was barely around. And it was all just, on horror stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I fell in love with their channel, and after that, I just always wanted to do recording and streaming. I just always kind of had a passion for it. And that's why I've been continuing doing it ever since.
That's sweet. Sorry, let me adjust. I'm not in my chair this time.
Oh, God.
I'm sitting on my bed, and there is no back support on this. So I just have a bunch of pillows and plushies.
I am in a chair right now, a rolly chair with 3 of the wheels missing, so I am one movement away from collapsing.
Why are you sitting in that?
Because it's disintegrating and I can't stop it. Every time I put them back on, another wheel pops off, because apparently my dumpy has gotten too big.
Hi world, thank you for the hydrate and the posture check. We'll do the hydrate first, and then sorry, I'm also not keeping completely up with chat on these interview streams. It's a little less focused on the chat interaction.
I just noticed that Sleepy wrote, "I don't have to work tomorrow. I can insult him all night." God dang it.
Oh my gosh, probably
we've got chosen.
It's because of
made a huge mistake.
Bobo too. Oh my gosh.
No, God, no! You Europeans and your weird business schedules.
Gosh, I love Constitution Day now. Oh, and posture check. Back straight, shoulders back, boobs out. Get your boobs out. Get your good posture.
Mine are slouchers. I got big slouchies.
Droopy boobs.
Droopy boobs. I want to have the posture of 80-year-old high school teacher.
Oh my gosh, no.
Just truly hating all of the world, spiting everybody, and slouching like this. Like, one of these days, they're gonna let me from this coil.
Oh my gosh. Now I'm just picturing, what's her name from Monsters, Inc., though?
Yeah, that's me.
Wazowski.
Yeah. That's truly who I am. That's my
we,
spirit
we
animal.
should have found you an avatar of her.
I should have. Oh, fuck, I didn't think of it. Oh well.
Hi, Creeper. And hi anyone who's come in since I last said hello and gave a hug to everyone. There's a lot of you here today. All right. For those of you just joining, we're with Hobo Ryan, who is linked, I believe, in the title of the stream because I did the little @ thing, so it should show the profile, but I didn't double check.
Also, if you're coming from my end, don't forget to follow Astral.
Oh my
Follow
gosh.
her.
Yeah, only
I
if you
created
want
this monster,
to.
and I need you to make
Yeah,
it more.
yeah, that
make
is,
this monster grow. Listen, I'm never gonna get famous. She's a woman and beautiful. You gotta make her bigger so that she gets so famous that I can leech off of her. I need this. I'm crumbling.
You dork. Thank you for the follow, Sleepy. I really appreciate it. Even if it is just because a stinky hobo told you to, I'll take it. But yeah, that is something I wanted to talk about a little. A lot of you probably already know, but for some of you who haven't been around as long, I actually debuted on Ryan's stream before I started streaming myself because I wanted to get into it. And so he was kind of just like showing me the ropes, and he's like, you wanna just like pop in, kind of see, what it's like and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, if I don't do it now, like, who knows when I'll do it. And it was so much fun. Like, I don't remember how long after it was that I started streaming, but it was pretty,
wasn't much.
pretty
I think it was
close.
like a week.
Yeah, that sounds right. But yeah, then Ryan also gave me like my first sizable raid. I don't remember if you were the first one to raid me. It was either you or Tenebris.
It's true. Ryan first created Astral, then he started seeing her on the sit behind his wife's back. It may be one of the reasons
dying?
why he is not so
Oh,
popular.
no, bits. So it's doing the voice.
I'm
Yeah,
no
I-
different anymore. Oh, I criticize people for doing it on mine, and I'm blowing it.
Oh, you're
Sorry.
fine. I don't have we're not on a Discord call or anything, so I don't really have a way for you to hear it if you're not if you don't have the stream audio.
I gotta play.
but
I
yeah,
gotta
but-
fly by the seat of my pants.
Yeah, Bobo says it's true. Ryan first created Astral, then he started seeing her on the Sid behind his wife's back.
That's not true.
It may
You're
be
not
one of the
listening to the
reasons why
Dutchman.
he is not so popular.
This is all baloney. This is
on
her
the
fault.
side, that's what it was, not on the Sid.
Listen, do not trust this woman.
Oh my gosh.
She is a deceiver. The first thing she did on my stream
It
was
wasn't
tell
the
everyone
first
that she's my
thing.
mistress. This is not true.
I
You do
did
have a
not
wife?
say that. I said
She
I
did.
was his dirty little secret.
No, why? Right in front of the Lamb and the Lord. She did it right in front of the Lord.
Ram in the
I have never
Lord.
been able to live it down.
That actually touches on another bit that I wanted to talk about. Like, your stream has wonderful lore. I'm honestly, you've had like such a long time to gather all this lore, but it's just always so much fun to see all the crazy stories and stuff that you guys have, and so many of the regular chat members are involved too. Like, it seems like all the regulars have some sort of lore in your stream.
It's true. It's gone out of control. It's never ending. It's a growing beast. The biggest I can name you the biggest one if you want.
Ooh, okay,
I know.
yeah.
That's easily my biggest mistake, that I've never seen so many dominoes. So we were playing Stanley Parable Ultimate Deluxe, so the updated one, right? And there's
Yeah.
a joke in the thing where there's a big button, and the button says, if you click this button, we will say your actual name. And we were like, oh, what? It's going to figure out my name? So I click the button, and it goes, Jim. And it just jokingly says, yeah, it's the only name we've got. We've only got one name in this, so I hope your name's Jim. So I thought, oh, would it be funny if I just changed my name to Hobo Jim? Well,
Oh,
here's a little
that's the
streamer
origin
advice.
of that.
Yes. Here's a little streamer advice for you guys. Do not change your name in the middle of a stream, because Twitch goes haywire.
Oh my
It
gosh.
shot me out of the stream. I couldn't get donations. Everything was screwed up because it was still on my original Hobo Ryan. So now I'm Hobo Jim. And I watched as everything fell apart in front of me. And I was like, oh my God, what have I done? I've screwed everything up. I finally get it switched, and I went, okay, well, done with this joke, and I type in the thing. I'm like, all right, switch my name back. And Twitch says, sorry, 1 month till you can change your name. It was 1 or 2 months. And I went, fuck! And so it was 1 month, because I finally got the 1 month, and it said, sorry, your original name, Hobo Ryan, cannot be gotten for 2 months.
Oh,
and I'm like,
no.
God dang it. So I then thought, okay, whatever, that's fine. So I changed my name to Hobo Ryan 88 because 8 was the number, like the big number in Stanley Parable. Only to realize afterwards that people told me, Ryan, that's a Nazi number. And I'm like, God damn it. So now this is all led, so I'm stuck with a Nazi number next to my name. And also, the cherry on top is while we were Hobo Jim, we found a man who was named Hobo Jim in some numbers, and he joined Twitch before the incident, which means we stole the actual Hobo Jim's name
Oh, no.
before he could make a YouTube, and it was all my fault. And thus,
Oh my
that is
gosh.
Hobo Ryan lore. That's the lore of Hobo Jim.
I can't
and
believe I
it's
never
still-
heard that before.
It still has ripples to this day. And yes, there you go. There's some Hobo Ryan lore.
And Marley has a very significant question to ask. Wait, Ryan, you said you have a wife, so you're married to
No.
Michelle?
That's not true. I did not say. I say I do not have a wife. Do
You
not listen
heard
to the
it
little
here,
man.
folks.
Don't listen to this. Don't look at her. Look at me. Look at the truth. I do not have a wife.
Not until he gives me a ring.
God damn it, Astro.
Aw,
have you ever
pets.
have you ever played the game Silent Hill 2? Because I just
Oh
finished
my
Silent
gosh.
Hill 2. I was just wondering. God.
Yeah.
Ooh, he's too strong. God dang it.
Yeah, I've got that VR chat strength.
That's true.
No, that's amazing. Is that where the 8 stuff originated too? Because 8 is still a
Yeah.
prevalent piece in your lore as well.
So well, it's also because Stanley Parable is really big on the concept of infinity. I
Oh,
think that's why
okay.
8 was originally. But the reason it did is because one of my stupid favorite jokes is actually not in the main game, but the demo. So if you ever play Stanley Parable, play the demo first, because it actually is content before the actual
Interesting.
game. It's not in there. I've never seen a game do this.
That's a really
And
cool
they
way to
literally
do
just
that.
make a joke. Yeah, I know. They made a joke about giving you an 8 button, and you press it, and it goes 8, and that's it. That's the whole thing you get, is pressing 8. And that is how it began, was me pressing a button, 8 button, and then making an 8 button on my soundboard. Only to have the very ending of the entire game, when you get to the very end, one of the secret rooms is the 8 button returns, and we ended the whole entire series pressing the 8 button. And it was the most beautiful way we've ever ended a stream ever, is pressing 8 times the same way I started the stream, I ended the stream. It was the perfect package. Stanley Parable is one of my favorite games.
Yeah, that's one that I've actually been requested to play, and I would like to play it sometime. But I might have it. I feel like Dram probably bought it for me or something. Marley says, Astral needs to be sick, then you can kill her. And then D Peep says, no, Astral
too
needs
hard.
to be a little girl, then Ryan will kill her.
What the fuck? There's too
Oh.
many references that people are just gonna think I'm a crazy person. I've never killed
Yeah.
any girl. It's just that I keep playing horror games where the outcome ends with a little girl that I'm controlling dies. Do you know how many games there are where a little girl dies in horror games?
knew.
Apparently, hundreds. And I have played them all.
But yeah, that is something good. I do want to clarify for people who aren't familiar with Ryan. Yeah, his community has so much lore and inside jokes. So he's really not like some creep who does all this awful stuff. It's like almost certainly just one of the inside jokes anytime that it's something weird. Almost certainly.
I appreciate it, because my chat will not tell you. This is the first person to ever say these words. All of my chat will betray me in a heartbeat. They truly, it's the greatest thing they take pride in. They sit in bed, they sleep at night, they put their little blankies on, they fluff up their pillow, they snuggle down and have dreams about how they ruined me.
Like, that's a good day. We soiled his reputation and 3 more streamers
It's true.
channels.
It's absolutely true. Like, for instance, speaking
just a
of,
sec,
you
we
know
got
how
a Bobo
Ryan
donate.
has so much stream lore, we literally threw them at each other in a Hunger Game.
Ryan has so much stream lore, we literally threw them at each other in a Hunger Game.
That's right.
And
That is, hey, by the way, that's something you need to try out sometime. Hunger Game streams.
Yeah, I remember you doing that, and it sounded like a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's a website where you can create a bunch of characters, and it simulates a whole Hunger Games fight. And I think it would be really fun. It's always a great time on stream.
Yeah, we need to put all the community members in there and see what happens.
Yeah. That'd be perfect.
Also, Bobo, thank you so much for all the bits. I'm sorry I haven't been thanking you for each and every one, but I really, really appreciate it.
Let's go.
Also, for those of you who don't know, this is actually Mod Appreciation Month for us here at the Astral Plane. So all of the revenue that I earned through Twitch this month, coffee is exempt. Like if you want to fund me specifically, that's through coffee. But all the revenue I get from Twitch, so like bits and subs and everything, are going to be split between our 2 mods, Nate and Derpy. So that's where all of that money's going for this month. So thank you so much for all the bits, Bobo. Wait, we're in a plane.
Yes. So
Yes.
if you want that to happen, Bobo, that would just be you paying yourself, essentially. On my
Yeah, Bobo, you're way too generous. If anything, Ryan has ruined us with his evil dark magic curses.
No!
I feel like
Curses are not real, kids.
I feel like this is just
Curses are
gonna
not real.
end up being like a Hobo Ryan lore interview.
Lore
Like
dump.
that's gonna be like half of the interview.
Curses aren't real. That's all you need to know, kids. That's all. You don't have to ask any question. Curses aren't real. Don't you worry about that. I have never cursed anybody for my advantages to win in multiplayer games with luck. It's not real. It's never happened. They're all Looney Tunes. That is all.
With the lore though, did you anticipate like having all this, like all these inside jokes, all these stories and stuff? Like, is that something you wanted to do or planned to do when you started streaming?
I mean, I don't think I planned it, but I'm a big fan of Jerma 985, and that's kind of where I've always liked the idea of like playing a game and then a bit kind of consuming that thing to make it memorable. So I absolutely took inspiration from Jerma, because I truly believe he's one of, if not the best streamer.
Oh no, he is amazing. I do have a lot of respect for him. Like, I didn't
Yeah.
really know anything about him until Dram introduced me to his videos, his clips. And yeah, he's amazing. I would never dream of being anywhere close to his sort of talent.
So I've always any of these silly, stupid bits I've ever done that ended up being lore, quote unquote, was just pretty much I wanted to do. Like, if I thought something could be funny as a joke, I would just do it in the same context of almost doing it like from a video standpoint instead of like Twitch, which is just always conversating, like trying to make something out of it. If I knew I could do something with it, that was always the idea.
And that's honestly one of the things that like I really do honestly admire about you and your streams. Like you're so good at making those bits. Like you have so many clips that are just hilarious, and honestly I think you should have more of a Twitch following than you do.
Yeah, it turns out I'm pretty ugly. That's the problem. You see, I've been hit with the ugly. You ever watch that SpongeBob episode? I'm the originator. It's just seeped down through my body, and it's given a lot of people ugly. I'm sorry, Astro. Your numbers are going to plummet now, or I have given you the ugly.
Oh, no, you're okay because you're in a cute little Repo avatar.
No, that's true.
That's
right.
That's why I wanted him to be in VR chat for this.
Yeah, that's smart. Smart move. Good move. Good strategy. Very good strategy. You know she lies to you? She doesn't even give you all the true content. Did you guys even know that there's like adorable cat photos all around us?
Here,
she doesn't give you all the good stuff.
Let me show you guys.
She just,
there are cute little cat pictures.
Look at how she's been keeping this from you. All this. Make you think it's all leather chairs.
I'm a cute little cat picture too, aren't I? Yeah.
So this is why people call you a cat girl, by the way.
Oh, they call me a cat girl for many reasons, but then there's some cats over there too. Maybe it's the way you dress.
Oh, that's true. You do have a cat hat.
Oh, I have a tail too. It surprises me how.
Sorry, I just saw what Derpy pinned. Oh, yeah, you do have a cat tail.
You're not ugly, you just stink. But no,
I knew it. It said pinned by Derpy. I knew it was Sleepy. I saw that and I knew it. I didn't even have to look at it. I know a Sleepy comment when I sees one.
Hugs and kisses and hellos for everyone who has joined that I haven't gotten to say hi to yet. And hi Polyander, welcome to the chat. Wow, the real Ryan face reveal, a little guy. Yeah, Ryan's just a little guy.
Hello. I had to crawl out of that husk sooner or later, and it's finally happened. I did it. I hope you guys are proud of me.
Speaking of being on VR chat for this stream, that's been one of the things you've been very adamant about, is not doing any VR chat streams.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about why that is?
It never really appealed to me.
Okay. You can totally refuse to answer anything that we talk about too. You know.
It's not that I don't trust them. It's just I don't trust them. Also, I never really, I don't know. I never liked crossing those two.
That's totally fair.
VR chat was always something to me, private, and how I met a bunch of friends. So I don't know. That's always just been one thing I've disconnected. But.
Yeah, no, that's very understandable. It is important, and I think most streamers, at least most well-adjusted streamers, would agree that we need to have some of those separations. We need to have our safe spaces. And I really did feel bad when I first started getting a little more popular on Twitch and having stream people come see me in VR chat. Like there was that balancing act where, I didn't want to have them like accidentally like doing stuff with, the people like Ryan who want to have this as their safe spot. And I kind of blend the two, like my stream is very much just an extension of all this other stuff that I do anyway. I'm not explaining it very well, but I hope you guys kind of understand what I'm getting at. But yeah, like it can be tricky when you start blurring those worlds. Hi Tequila, hi Mika.
I've been laughing at this whole time. I've been watching myself on stream, and it's the little guy eyes. It looks like I'm trying to say something. My arm would keep doing this like spasm, so it's just like a kid being like,
wait.
Looking around. I look. This model kept cracking me up watching myself, because there's things that it was doing on its own, like the eyes would be looking up. It's like you were giving a speech, and my guy's like,
oh, Sleepy, thank you.
Me?
Thank you so much. Your avatar is incredibly adorable. Oh, wait, or did you mean Ryan? Yeah, he's super adorable.
I think they're talking about you. Repo guy is this model does rule. Repo is a favorite of mine right now. It is an absolute co-op addiction to me.
Oh yeah, I need to play some more again. It was fun getting to play the other day. Did you see? Sorry, gonna go off topic real quick here. Mm-hmm. Did you see Nuclear Nightmare got a huge update recently?
Let's go!
Yeah, I know. I'm like. They said they fixed a bunch of stuff, did like a huge overhaul, and also word on the street is that the creator is like back in the US. He got deported because he was like a green card holder or something, and he was okay. So this is rumor. It's based on what I hear. I don't know if it's accurate, but I think he got arrested for drinking behind the wheel of a parked car in like a national park or something. And
some silly stuff.
And
like
so
that.
then they found out he was like a green card holder and they deported him or something. So that was part of why it took so long to get another update. At least that's what I've heard.
That's the sad part. I've noticed this because I watch professional wrestling a lot, and man, green card problems are very, very common. Man, oh man, I can't tell you how many times a person disappears because they're like for months trying to fix this green card problem.
Too bad.
And they can't. It's sadly very common with that problem. Also, man, speaking of that, there is so many co-op horror games now. It is unreal.
There are.
The amount of game, like every time we find one, I swear we find another two hidden behind it.
I know, and I send you like so many of the same game because they all look like they'd be fun, if not like good. And like just the Phasmo clones alone, there's like so many of them.
Yeah, I think people realize that like with these games, the main fun is the friends, like your friend group. So you can do you don't have to do much. Just give it enough so people have a lot of fun with it. And then you do start noticing the special ones like Lethal Company and Repo and stuff like that, which you can tell they specify the fun instead of the horror, like how Pacify was, and something with a D.
Devour. Yeah.
Which were fun games, but once you add like the silly element to it, it's really appealing.
That's one of the reasons I really like Repo. Like, I honestly like it better than Lethal Company because it's just like very goofy fun. Like I don't feel overly pressured. It's a very straightforward premise too. Like it's easy to understand, hard to master sort of thing.
The truth is because Dram protects her the whole time. She's ditzing about while Dram's saving her life, killing all the monsters around her. She thinks the game's really easy and kind. Dram's sweating.
Yeah, I'm just being protected. She runs so I can walk.
Yep.
Um,
And me and Jemmy are hiding in the
oh,
the
you
corridors.
and Jemmy are amazing. You two can do it all on your own. Like me, Dram, and Mew, we don't have to be there. Sleepy, no, I meant you. Aw, thank you, Sleepy. Yeah, I love seeing fan art, so you guys are always welcome to draw stuff. I love seeing what people come up with. I need to I actually have like reference photos that I give to all my artists for commission. I should just like post those somewhere in the Discord so that anyone can just use them if they want. Um, that's actually something else I really love about your community, Ryan. And like, this is more like to you guys, I guess. There are so many talented artists in your community. Like, I love going into your art channels and just seeing what people have drawn. Like,
Oh yeah, they do some great work.
even when it's like nothing technically impressive, like there's so many creative people. Like I think Tristan submits a lot of art, and
Yeah,
they're pretty simple drawings if I'm recalling correctly,
yeah.
but like they're always so creative. I love seeing them.
Sleepy does fantastic work. Pie Man does fantastic work. Pie Man's really good with the Photoshop stuff. Man, he puts a lot of my Photoshopping to shame. He's the one who did all the posters for all like the Marvel movies. He did a
Oh,
great
okay,
job.
yeah.
And Yo-Yo is doing like demonic versions of all the Hell of a Boss and Has-Been cast, and they are very good. I really am impressed by his work of like doing grotesque art for like
Yeah,
cartoon
yeah.
characters. It's really well done.
Bobo, was that the game where you shoot Ryan in the face? Yeah, that was that was the one where I shot Ryan in the face. Thanks for the head pats.
My
He
God, you're
to be
right.
to be
You
fair,
did
he
do that.
he also threw a grenade and was like, "Oh, watch out, Astral," and then I blew up.
I should have watched out. I completely forgot about that.
I blew up
forgot
like
you
a second
rat-tatted
after
my
you
head
said
off.
that. Jaded Nemo, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying stream.
Heck yeah.
We've been trying to do we're trying to do these interview streams every other Wednesday, so there'll be another streamer that we interview in 2 weeks. So if you're interested in this format, maybe pop back in again. Or maybe you're just here for Ryan. Maybe you just like Ryan. He is very charismatic.
Here's a question for you, Astral.
Oh, thank you for the hydrate,
how-
Derpy. Yeah, go ahead.
What days do you stream for my people?
I stream Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Although Fridays are technically I'm on stream every Friday, but only every other stream is mine because I go on someone else's for D&D.
I didn't know you did D&D.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah, I mostly do VR chat and horror content every Friday. That's not D&D is a horror game, and every Sunday is spooky story narrations. So yeah, we do a little bit of different things around here.
Heck yeah.
That speaking of content, so like primarily on YouTube, you're a React channel. Why don't you do the React stuff on Twitch? Just didn't want to, or was there a particular reason?
So, I used to do that on YouTube. I used to do reaction streams on YouTube, and then I went to Twitch because I wanted to split the game stuff and the reaction stuff from each other. So I really haven't done it. Also because I realized with YouTube, people are stupid. I got copyright struck by some random small
I remember
video,
you
and
saying that, yeah.
yeah, and from a stream 3 years ago out of nowheres, and that was kind of where I was like, I'm not risking it. And with the thing is, with reaction, I want it to be more with editing and make it more like a JonTron video or Mystery Science Theater than just sitting there and not saying anything. So
Sure.
I like being able to create something out of it and make it very transformative.
That makes sense,
So
yeah.
that's why I don't do. I do it occasionally, like I do Nintendo Directs. But
Yeah.
besides that, I've thought about it, but I've strayed away from it recently.
So how do you deal with the copyright stuff? Is there like a relatively safe way to handle it, or are you just always, running the risk with React content?
You're always run the well, because it's copyright claims and then there's copyright strikes.
Yeah.
Strike wise, I've only been hit 3 times, but you got like a month, or it's later like a month or a couple months, and if you don't get any, they just erase it. So I don't actually have any one right now. I have only just went out, sweat it out. And with copyright claims, it's annoying. Sometimes you can talk to them and you can get it done, or you just gotta take it, or do what pretty much all of them do is say you won't sue me, and then just do it again, and that's well out. But I'm too much of a pussy to do that, so I have never actually went to like go ahead sue me stage.
Yeah, no, I'm very much a coward when it comes to copyright stuff. Like, especially the music. I am so paranoid of playing any sort of music that might get me muted, especially since I've been really bad about uploading the VODs to YouTube recently, but like I like to have my VODs available for people. I don't want them to be muted so people can watch them, But yeah, I would love to play copyright music. I'm just too afraid to.
Well, if you do that, Twitch will automatically just mute it. It's fine to play on stream.
Yeah.
They just they mute the VODs, which can be annoying if you want to put up the VODs.
Yeah, I'm kind of, my streams are mostly focused on me yapping, so but yeah, let me pull up. I wanted to talk about something else related to that. Why did you decide to do React videos? Was it just because you wanted to do like those JonTron style videos, or was it just you realized that people enjoyed your reactions to things? Like, what?
So I originally did gameplay stuff because that's what I really enjoyed doing, but I was at a point where it was just I wasn't getting any
just
views.
a sec.
Ryan should have sued Nintendo for stealing his Mimikyu and Scraggy animation. Like a real man.
Ryan should have sued Nintendo for stealing his Mimikyu and Scraggy animation, like a real man. Thank you for the bits, Bobo.
So what Bobo's talking about is I once reacted to a video that was Scraggy, like it was an animation of Scraggy. It was Nintendo, like an official Nintendo one. And YouTube said I own the video. So I was getting all the blips when Nintendo was using the animation, telling me, Nintendo's stealing your animation.
I do
Would
remember
you like to
this.
copyright strike them? And I was like, oh my god, what have you done? What power have you done, YouTube? So yeah, YouTube just deemed that I owned one of the Pokemon animations that they made, and that I could sue them for stealing it, even though all I did was react to it once. I don't know how, I don't know what messed up, but that's what he's talking about. I will never, like, everyone said jokingly, but if I did that, Nintendo would come to my house.
Yeah,
and
no,
kill me.
it would have
Mr.
gone
Miyamoto
so
would
poorly.
strangle me on stream.
Yeah.
So. But anyways, to answer my question, answer the question though, I did that, and then I watched like kind of reaction YouTubers where they weren't just sitting there and being like that kind of stereotypical adding nothing content. And I thought, oh, you know what? I want to make stuff like Mystery Science Theater, because that was a big thing I used to love as a kid. Was make it so jokes
good night,
perfectly placed in there.
Sleepy. Thank you for popping
Good
in.
night,
It was
Sleepy.
really good to see you. Let me give you a quick hug. I hope you have a great rest. And I know Bobo, you said you were probably only going to be an hour or two. Are you going to be heading out pretty soon as well?
Survives off of spite and beer.
We got to make sure that bullying you is enough to keep him around. You're leaving in like 5? Okay. I'll say bye when you leave then, Bobo.
But anyways, so yeah, that's it. I saw people doing it, and I thought I could do it. And the first one I ever did, I got like 500 views on it.
Oh,
I just kept
dang.
on doing it. Yeah, it did a lot of good numbers right off the rip. So that's kind of, it was more of, that's why I kept doing it.
What was your first react?
Creepy videos on the internet by Blame It on George.
Oh, yeah. It bugs me so much that the name is George and not Jorge. I thought it was Jorge for so long until I heard him say it, and I'm like, wait, George? Why is it George?
Yeah, no. I don't know what I called him originally, but it was not George. I think I did the same as you. I think I said Blame It on Jorge.
Oh, Foxroll, thank you so much for donating $5 to the Trevor Project. That means so much. And just a reminder for all of you, these interview streams are charity streams, and each one is chosen by our guest. And in this case, it was kind of a joint decision because Trevor Project is my default go-to, and Ryan wanted to do something with suicide prevention and men's mental health too, I think, was what you said, since it's Men's Mental Health Month.
I figured seeing it's both Pride Month and Men's Mental Health Month, I figured, well, that would be perfect for it. Both.
But anyway, the Trevor Project is suicide prevention, particularly aimed towards the queer community. So since it's Pride Month, it's really nice to see that support. Thank you, Foxroll.
Thanks, Foxroll.
Marley says, wasn't blasphemous how you got into reactions?
That was the YouTuber, yes. Blasphemous HD was the YouTuber I saw where I went, I can do this.
Oh, nice.
And I figured,
I don't know who they are.
Sadly, no, that YouTuber didn't go too well. He turned out to be a bit of a jerk. So.
Oh, no. Do you like either YouTube or Twitch more than the other? Like, you've definitely got a lot more success on YouTube. Like, that seems to be your primary spot. But, you still do Twitch on the weekends. Do you mostly do Twitch just because you enjoy it, or
Yeah, well, that's why I did the whole thing, is because I have the most fun playing games, and I like that recording side when I started. That was always like something I really, really enjoyed doing. So I decided to go back to Twitch for that sole reason, and it just happened that people showed up, so I kept doing it.
I think
But yeah, it was purely because I just enjoy it. I still really do enjoy Twitch, but I do like YouTube too. It is fun to be able to create things.
Yeah. It's a very different animal when you can do all the editing stuff. I haven't really gotten into the YouTube stuff much myself. I kind of prefer it live. And I'm also kind of just lazy. Like, how long does it take you to edit any one of your videos? I'm sure it varies a lot, but What's kind of an average?
Usually a 20-minute video takes me about 4 to 5 hours.
Oh dang. Yeah, that's a lot of time commitment. I'm sure that's
Yeah, it's a lot of mind melting, like cut, cut. That's all you're doing. You're just cutting out stuff and then moving it over. And then also the thing that they don't talk about with content creation is like when you have an idea, you go, I have an idea and I want to do this, but you don't really know exactly how to pull it off. So you kind of have to figure out on the go how you're going to make your idea actually come to fruition. Sometimes you know the tricks, but like you have an idea for something and you just got to go, okay, I got to figure this out. And there have been a couple times 2 hours, like literally 2 hours of just fiddling around with something where I just go, no, and then put it in the trash and move on. Cut, paste it, and get it out of there. But yeah, that could be a big time-consuming bit.
And I think that's one of the things that makes it so hard to get into content creation, because a lot of people are, like you said, where they'll have these grand ideas of what they want, but like figuring out how to implement it, you know, it can be really disheartening when you're like, oh, well, I can't make this anywhere near what I was planning. And then like putting in all that work, like 4 to 5 hours when you don't even know if you'll see like any views, at least when you're starting out. Like once you're established a bit, you know, you kind of know what to expect.
The worst is when you have a bit that you really want, like you already edit, but then it's like it messes up or something and you have to take that and make chicken salad from the chicken shit. That's I've done that a lot. Like for one, I did one where like the bit of doing yourself twice, so you just cut the screen in half, so you have yourself over here and you have yourself over here, so you can do both.
Yeah.
Well, I messed up and hit the camera, so this was out of whack. So I had to figure something out. So all I did was I cut myself out and made myself super tiny in a chair, just because I was like, fuck, what do I just sat there pondering for hours trying to figure out how to save this in some way. But yeah,
we got something from Bobo.
As I am tired as hell, last thing I just want to say is that Ryan should also let us fish by donating bits. I do not suggest this because it would give me an advantage I would never buy Astral have a nice rest of stream.
Okay, so Bobo says, well, I'm going to bed as I'm tired as hell. Last thing I just want to say is that Ryan should also let us fish by donating bits. I do not suggest this because it would give me an advantage. I would never.
It would.
Okay, bye, Astral. Have a nice rest of stream. Thank you for all the bits, Bobo. And it was really nice just to honestly get to see you in chat, because it's always super late for you when I'm streaming. So I'm glad that I actually got to see you here today. Have a good rest, Bobo. And Foxroll also says, I wanted to help out, especially with what happened to Jonathan Joss, the voice actor for John Redcorn from King of the Hill. Wasn't self-harm related, but was basically an anti-gay hate. Yeah. Has it been confirmed as a hate crime? Because I heard the husband was saying that, and then police were being kind of like, oh, well, we don't know. But it's like, I don't know, unless there was like some other, like, if the person with the gun or whatever was like crazy, you know, just paranoid or seeing things or whatever.
No matter, in the end, that really, it's the crazy that made him, because he, from what I understand, he lit their house on fire too.
Oh, it was the same guy? Because I heard that had happened.
At least that's what I heard from the husband. It may not have been the same guy. I don't know. I don't know the police reports, but that was what I read at the time.
Okay. But yeah,
Either way, they were having some problems.
They lost their 3 dogs in that fire, I think. So yeah, that's just really sad, especially I'm a huge King of the Hill fan. I had no idea that the voice actor was also gay, so when I saw that, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, you know, the him being gay
Yeah.
part, not the him dying part. That was really sad. I'm
Yes,
five.
it's very important to clarify that. That's very important. Sorry,
Hi,
you threw me off there.
Cyborg Ninja. You're 5 years old. What is this game? We are in VR chat, which is basically just a social platform, and we are having a little interview with another streamer friend of mine. But thanks for popping
Being
into
held
chat.
captive. This isn't a video game. She's stolen my free will.
You're free to go as soon as you answer all my questions.
Oh, okay. What's the final question? What
Oh,
else
we're a
you got
long
up
way
that
off
bag
from
of
the
tri-
final.
Oh, okay. All
from
right.
the
Yeah,
final
that's
question.
what.
So we talked about if you particularly liked YouTube or Twitch better than the other. Is one harder for you? Like the editing for YouTube obviously
YouTube is
takes
harder.
a lot.
100%.
Okay. I kind of figured, because I think the only reason Twitch would be harder for people is the live aspect of it. But you seem to do like incredibly with that.
Yeah, with Twitch, it's a draining thing. You don't feel it till you stop streaming, and all of a sudden you just crash.
Yeah, for sure.
Because with streaming, you have to be on at all times. Because in a streamer's brain is always be entertaining, or else that one person that might join here might leave. So you got to be on at all times, over and over again.
No, it is like. Oh, go ahead and finish, and then I'll.
But the counterpoint, YouTube is just mind-numbing, and the editing. It's not the recording. Recording's fine. That's easy peasy. But the editing part is much harder than YouTube. I mean Twitch.
That makes a lot of sense to me. That's why I haven't done much with it. Oh crap! What was I gonna say? Let me get a drink to buy some time.
With editing, also a lot of times it's like a lot of times it's the background stuff, the sound effects that you got to put in. And man, I can't tell you how many times I've been like, does this sound effect work? No. Does this? And it makes me appreciate shows like Ed, Edd n Eddy, who can just figure out the perfect, weird, random sound effect that you would never think of, and somehow it works so perfectly and fits and makes it 10 times funnier.
Yeah, no, Ed, Edd n Eddy is just
like
such a perfect show. At least the earlier ones, like the later episodes. Kind of hit and miss for me. I was gonna say though, yeah, it's so stressful. One of the things that is really just anxiety inducing when you're streaming is when you have like some sort of technical issues, and yeah, there's the aspect of just like, oh, things are going wrong. I don't want to waste their time. But you do also fear, like you were saying, like that one potential new follower might come in at the wrong moment, get the wrong impression, and just like, dip out when they would have followed otherwise. And so you do kind of feel like you need to just always be at your best.
You want to know the worst one?
Oh.
Remember I told you about the 88 incident?
Yes.
Well, all my fine, beautiful, I love you all, thank you for supporting me, subscribers thought, oh, shoot, we found the villain test. Let's see what villains we are in real life. So they all jokingly did it. And I will never forget them being like, oh, shoot, I'm a Nazi. Oh, boy, I'm actually Adolf. And they were getting all the different Nazis in the test. And then a guy came in right as everyone's just saying which Nazi they were, stealing my title. And of course, Sleepy was over there being Bin Laden. That was funny. And just like I'll never forget that feeling in my chest of, oh no. Because all I heard was, why is everyone Nazis in here? What is wrong with you people? And I went, oh no, don't go, do not come in. it was the most I've ever felt as mom coming in while you're watching porn.
Oh my
That's
God.
what it felt like. It was horrible. I will never. I feel a sweat rolling down my face right now as I did thinking about that horrible moment.
Right.
And they were just chuckling it up.
WWE fan coming in with the very hot question: is Ryan a clickbaiter? I think
That's for you to decide.
Isn't React streaming kind of inherently a bit clickbaity? Like, I mean, there's like the very negative connotation with clickbaiting, but I think most successful YouTube channels do it to at least some degree.
I really try not to clickbait. I think there's only one time I added like a hot woman but I've never added a hot woman that wasn't in the video that I was watching.
That's fair.
With my title cards, I only use a picture from the actual video I'm reacting to and from my reaction. So I always at least try to do it. I really
respect that. I guess that is.
It can be hard though.
I guess that is a part of clickbaiting. I don't know if it has to, by definition, be something that's not in the video, but yeah, that would make sense. Marley, you did the test. You got Putin.
See? They all did. They're having all fun. And then everyone just came in being like, oh boy, I'm so excited. I am Putin. And then they'll jokingly say, ha ha ha. And then they relate to that character. Like, guys, calm down. No, don't do that. Put that down. No, don't say that joke. For the love of God. Bobo, put down the oven joke. Do not press enter. Oh, and then, like I said, I have a panic attack on stream because everyone's doing their edgiest content now.
Cyborg, you think your brother plays? It's a really great place. VR chat is to just socialize and meet people. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of awful places to go in VR chat with not so savory people. But, like, I definitely recommend it if you're a little interested.
Don't if you're a kid. I know you're probably joking about being 5. Don't do it if you're a kid. Wait to 18. This is an 18-plus game. Trust me.
WWE fan is asking, what's your favorite Nickelodeon cartoon?
Ooh. Oh, SpongeBob. That's
that's pretty good one.
SpongeBob number 1, Invader Zim number 2.
Ooh, yes, Invaders. I loved Invader Zim. I was kind of disappointed that it got so tied with like the Hot Topic vibe though.
Yeah, it really did. Oh, it wasn't Hot Topic. What's that one? Oh, what's that mall store that like actually sells sex toys too?
Oh, Spencer's. Spencer's,
yes.
Yeah.
That one very much. I remember seeing Invader Zim stuff all over there.
Yeah.
How I got my Invader Zim wallet actually.
Oh, yeah, Jaded's got us too. They're chiming in with Spencer's. Yeah, I haven't seen a Spencer's in forever. Are they still around?
Yes, surprisingly.
Oh, I mean, the mall I have here is like awful. It sucks. We used to have a Spencer's before they remodeled, and I remember being a kid, always wanted to go in it because you look at it and there's like, oh, all this interesting stuff, and then eventually you wander over to the lewd section and you're just like, what the heck is all this stuff? Am I allowed to be here? Like, they don't have it blocked off or anything. You just wander in. Wait, there's a store that actually sells sex toys. I mean, it's not like super hardcore stuff, Marley. At least I don't remember it being that way. It's just like
plugs, though.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. It's just a bunch of kind of more casual lewd stuff. Like, my aunt actually bought me like this humping dog toy from there as a gag gift, and I was like, oh, thanks, I guess. I'm never gonna do anything with this. It went under my bed and stayed there until I eventually got rid of it. I mean,
you
what
should
else?
have gifted it to Dram.
Oh my gosh,
Dram
this was
fun and
so
funny.
long ago. Drambeak, if you're in chat, would you find the humping dog funny? It made noises too, like it was something. D Peeps, you went into a Spencer's once because your sister needed to get a costume bride dress for Halloween and all you saw were the lingerie and butt toys. That's all you chose to see, D Peeps.
Yeah, it's kind of like a culture because it's like when you see it, it's usually it's like anime stuff and it's cool. Like one thing I really wanted but I didn't get was they had like the Full Metal Alchemist pocket watch, and they have cool stuff in there.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Like I said, when you go into the back, because I was looking at the wallets and then I turned around, there was a dildo right there. I'm like, okay, well, there it is.
Yeah, no,
Here we are.
That's the thing. It was just like blended in with all the other stuff. Like you'd be looking at something completely normal and then all the lewd stuff is just right next to you.
Yo.
Gosh, how did we get on that topic? We kind of deviated from this.
Embarrassing.
Oh yeah, the Nickelodeon. Oh, speaking of kind of nostalgia stuff, you play a lot of retro games, and
Yep, that's correct.
you also have a huge retro game collection. Did you start playing retro games on stream because you wanted to play some of those games in your collection, or did you just always like collecting games anyway and just always liked playing them?
Oh, the retro game collection was way before, because I started enjoying it was, we didn't have that much money in the house, and N64s and Super Nintendos were very pricey at the time when they first came out. So we went to a tag sale one day and found a box of 25 NES games and NES, the light gun shoots and stuff, and we got it for $15.
Oh, dang!
That's how I started that addiction. And ever since then I played that, and then I got a Super Nintendo from a tag sale after that, and so retro games just kind of came to me because that's what I grew up with, even though I'm not that old.
Was there any good stuff in that garage sale bundle?
Oh yeah, literally all the Mario games, Metroid, Punch-Out,
oh, dang.
Pretty much every big NES game.
Yeah, that's an amazing deal.
Yeah, Bubble Bobble was a favorite of mine, and Kirby's Adventure, like the first Kirby game, that was absolutely one of my favorites. And then there was one I really liked. The rarest one I had was some called Bucky O'Hare, which was like a Metroid clone.
I remember that. I never played it, but I remember it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I got my love for it, and then of course the Game Boy, because when I was growing up, that's when Pokemon started. And that's when the addiction never ended. So I've been collecting video games for as long as I've been alive, pretty much.
Nickelodeon is actually making a channel just for SpongeBob. I believe that. There's so many episodes, and they're still making new ones, right?
Yeah, well, the thing is, a lot of channels are doing that now. They realize they can just have one thing on repeat with the certain channels, because a lot of people don't come for new content anymore.
Okay, so speaking of that stuff, I totally do that with Kitchen Nightmares. Some of you might know on the Samsung TVs, there's some free channels that you can watch. And so I will just go on the Kitchen Nightmares channel and just watch Kitchen Nightmares while I eat and stuff. And I've watched some of the same episodes multiple times, and I just keep putting it on because it's my go-to trash TV. But yeah,
mine was Mythbusters.
Okay, so I liked the idea of Mythbusters. I didn't like the hosts though, and in my mind, I was like, oh, they're just party poopers. They're just
I don't like these grumpy old men.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of how I felt about it. Hi, Shark.
Yeah.
It's good to see you.
I also was addicted to it was like an auction show. It wasn't Pawn Stars. It was one involving Storage Wars.
Oh
Storage
my gosh,
Wars
I love Storage Wars. I watched
was
so
another
much of
one.
that.
Yeah, and I have not, now I'm watching YouTubers that do it. It's too much of an addiction. I've realized that, you know how sad this is? That's like my dream job, is getting storage and just like looking through all the stuff and
Oh
selling
my
it.
gosh.
I don't know why in my brain, out of any job, that's the one that appeals to me the most.
Well, probably because you like to do that anyway. Like you make
Yeah.
those bids on the game collections and stuff. And
Yeah.
it's the same sort
I've
of
been-
thing, just you don't know what you're
Mhm.
getting.
Yeah, it's got like that loot box element where you're just like, this whole box is a loot box. I could get dirty diapers or I could get gold. I don't know what I'm gonna get.
Oh my gosh, Mew, Unsolved Mysteries. Yes, that's another one of my
that's good, too.
quality trash TVs. I always loved the paranormal stuff. And the theme song is just amazing. Like you hear that come on and you're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm getting into it now." Before I
also like
go ahead.
never mind. I was gonna say the wrong name. I can't remember the other one that was like Storage War, but it was like
Shipping Wars?
these two guys. No.
Oh.
It wasn't. It was them going to people's houses and buying like
Oh,
what seemed like utter
okay.
junk. It'd be
Yeah,
like rusted
yeah.
signs and
Yeah, I
antique
know
stuff.
what you're talking about. I don't remember what it was though.
Yeah, I got Antique Roadshow in my head. That is not correct. I know what Antique Roadshow is. I remember watching that. It went really. Did you ever see that one where it was just people bringing their stuff and they would give them the price?
So my grandparents, they like never had cable when I was growing up around
American
them.
Pickers.
So,
I got
yeah,
it.
that was the one. So PBS was a staple for me in my childhood, and so like in the evening they're not showing any of the kids shows anymore. So Antiques Roadshow was something that I would just watch because at least you got to see interesting things, and some of the people were just very nice to listen to. They had like calming voices and stuff. It was good background.
Yeah. Oh, Jaded Nemo actually figured out. Oh, is that Nick? Hey, Nick. Hello.
Oh my gosh, Jaded Nemo, we just need to go to you.
Yes.
Cause you
should've
keep remembering the names of things. WWE fan, before I forget again, asked, how do you feel about lost media?
Ooh, depends on what it is. I could see how it's addicting to find the lost, but for the most
It's
part,
very
I've
hit
never
and
actually
miss, honestly.
Yeah, I've never gone down the rabbit hole, though there is a lot of stuff that's it's fun when they find it, but I've never gone down the like searching for it
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, no,
There's
that's...
a lot of,
Oh, go ahead.
for me, it's old Macintosh games, because my first computer was a Mac, and there was Mac games that were specifically only on the Mac, and nobody knows what those games are. So that's lost media to me, trying to figure that out.
Yeah, I never super got into lost media myself. Like I like to hear the stories, but I'm like, oh well, let me know when they find it. Yeah, I never got into the search or anything. Kind of the same with ARGs. Like, I love to hear the stories of the ARGs. I'm not smart enough, nor do I have like the motivation and time to dedicate to trying to figure them out.
100% agree. I kind of, the closest would be when I played Inscription, but once I saw what actually had to be done, I was like, there is no way in heck I was ever going to figure that out.
Right. So let's go ahead. We're an hour 19 in. Usually at around an hour, we'll do like a bathroom break. Let's go ahead and do a bathroom break. We'll run 3 minutes of ads so we can get rid of those pesky pre-rolls. And, can get up, get some water. You guys can stretch and do the same as well. And we'll be back in 3 minutes.
Sounds good.
Okay. I'm gonna mute you so I can leave them with the music. I don't have my audio sources separated, so like if you guys want the desktop audio, it's like all or nothing. Okay. So yeah, I'll let you know when we're back from break, and
All right, sounds good.
let me put you guys on the astral train.
SOS, SOS, help me, get
Hey,
me, send
hey,
help,
hey,
send
you,
help, send help,
sit down,
help,
sit down.
help.
All right, I will get that commercial started, and Derpy, I'll get your hydrate and posture check as soon as I get back. All right, I'm gonna unmute Dad. All right, we are back, everyone. I hope the ads weren't too terrible. Marley,
I gotta put it on my dinner.
you're stuck with some cars, insurance, and Jeff. You weren't stuck with Jeff Goldblum. Oh, come on, get back in here. You got to experience Jeff Goldblum. You got to bask in his glory. We should all be so lucky. I need to find a Jeff Goldblum avatar.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I need to look for that. But no, I love Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum is amazing. Beppis Valley granola bars. Hello, 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 hello. It's good to see you. How are you doing today?
Yeah, how you doing? How you doing today?
Hi, Ryan.
Hello. Now, it's time for me to ask you the real questions. I want you to speak into this microphone. Is it true
yes,
that you
yes.
stole my moderator, Derpy Bird? Is it true that you have been sabotaging me from within?
Absolutely. I'm keeping him in the basement, and that's been my plan all along.
I knew it. You traitor!
Let me catch up on chat a little bit. Oh, right. Derpy, I did your hydrate when I got back. Nate, let me do your posture check. Back straight, shoulders back, boobs out. We've got our good posture to conduct our interview.
I'm so slouched in my chair. It's funny
Oh
because
my
it reminds
gosh.
me of when I came in while you guys were exercising and I
Oh
was eating
my
potato
gosh.
chips.
Yeah, okay, so those of you, I don't know if I've ever told this story on stream, but there was one time where Dram and I, we were working out in VR, and we were in this, exercise world. So we were following a routine, a dance routine, and Ryan comes in eating potato chips, like we could hear it on the mic, and he just stands behind us, like eating his potato chips while we're sweating and huffing and puffing. It's
a really good chips. It was really good.
I'm glad you enjoyed them.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I very much enjoyed.
Oh yeah, I forgot to offer you the tea. Oh geez, no tea for me, thanks. Yeah, just throw it anywhere. It's fine.
I agree.
Oh,
so I was gonna say.
Okay, Derpy, you want the maid dress? Let me. Yeah, I should be fine. Yeah. I have a wardrobe change redeem, so we're gonna pop into the maid dress.
And while you do that, I'm gonna say congratulations, Granola Bar, on graduating today.
Oh my gosh, congrats! Here, you need
a lot.
You need a hug. That's so awesome.
A lot of people got that graduating going.
Yeah. I've had a few graduates in chat recently. Thank you. Wow, not thank you. Congratulations. That's what I meant to say.
Yippee!
You should be very proud of yourself, Beppis. Gotta be careful. Keep my legs crossed so I don't flash you guys too much.
Whoa! What are you, a professional streamer? Jeez Louise.
Oh my gosh, hardly. Like the party dress I have, I flash or come close to flashing with that all the time. Nate, she keeps me in the shed out back. Ryan, send help. Oh my gosh. You think Ryan's gonna give you any better treatment? You're getting paid this month. Ryan's not gonna give you a mod appreciation month. Well, okay, actually you're getting paid next month, but you know.
I give him one opportunity to fish on my channel. He gets the title of king. That's what he gets.
No, Nate, I think Nate's probably on the leaderboard here, as like on top of the leaderboard. I don't think.
You keeping Nate in that would explain why they don't show up as much. Now it makes sense. I get it. You've been keeping them in the damn. I thought it was Derpy. My God.
So it looks like Nate. Derpy's not even in the top 3.
Oh my gosh.
This is we reset the leaderboard every season though. We have fishing tourneys in fall and spring, and so we reset the leaderboard.
Good idea.
Yeah. And during each of those, we also have bit goals to introduce new catches into the pond. Like that's what it was when I got the art for you to go into the pond.
Yeah.
Speaking of, you guys, we have a new catch available today. I think I told you last time Telluric Mantis is in the pond now. We also have World and Buddy in there now, so keep an eye out for those. I don't think Telluric Mantis has been caught yet, unless I missed it. Mew, Imagine Derpy says she pays better. Yeah, Derpy loves the basement. I pay him too.
Hold on. Read Foxroll's comment though. Now read Foxroll's
wait,
comment.
where's Foxroll?
It's down there. That'll give you all
Wait,
you need
y'all are gonna get paid? Ryan just gives me a couple jelly beans.
The good ones too. They're the
Oh,
leftovers
well,
for the
if
Harry
they're the
Potter
good-
ones.
They're not even jelly bellies.
No. See, listen, I just give them some of the bad jelly beans, the ones I'm not gonna eat. They can have all the butter popcorn ones.
Oh my gosh, Durs. What are you? I'm not stealing you're the mute thief. Astral steals Ryan's mod and tries to steal my mute. What's next? See, you guys, she's trying to gaslight you. It's like I was telling you the other day. She's trying to steal my life. Next, you're gonna see her in my maid outfit. That's what's gonna happen.
Raiding her closet, huh?
Derpy, she punishes me when I bully her by making my prison smaller. Yeah, and I'll do it again. Every time Derpy bullies me, I say smaller cage. She also kicks out visitors. I've had to dig a tunnel to the basement to conspire. No, wait. I don't know if that's actually referring to something, the kicking out the visitors. Oh.
I keep forgetting they're not the Harry Potter ones. You're right. Bean Boozle, Marley. That's what it's
I mean,
called. I couldn't think of the
it's
name.
basically the same, but yeah.
Oh no, it's exactly the same. I had it when it was the Harry Potter ones. They haven't changed. They just changed the name.
WWE fans asking, what do you think of morning blocks on cartoons? Oh my gosh, there's Nate. Someone just caught Nate.
I haven't seen. I miss morning blocks.
I
you can
loved
sometimes
them.
find YouTube like recordings of Sunday morning cartoons.
I watch those sometimes.
Yeah, they're great background fodder.
I also like the theme song compilations where it's just like a bunch of 80s theme songs from cartoons.
Yup.
I loved morning blocks though. Like I would always wake up in the morning on Saturdays for like ABC had a lineup called One Saturday Morning when I was little, and it had like Recess, Pepper Ann, gosh, what else did it have? I don't remember. It had a lot of different shows. But yeah, that
Recess is one of those shows that's disappeared. That show was huge when it came out.
It was very popular, and I feel like it had a resurgence for a while when, like, you remember it was like, gosh, a long time ago now, like all the 90s nostalgia just started coming back like super big. It was like when Nickelodeon started replaying all the 90s Nicktoons and stuff. But yeah, that kind of just never went away.
I know, right?
I'm sorry, did I hear Astral conspiring to do a panty raid? No panty raids. Oh my gosh. Oh, hi Reaper. How are you doing? Also, hugs and kisses for anyone who hasn't gotten one yet.
You're gonna get banned like the SpongeBob episode.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was a weird episode. That was kind of uncomfortable. Was Doug on there? Doug was on there eventually, Marley, like after it transitioned from being a Nicktoon to a Disney cartoon. I didn't like Disney Doug as much. Like, it just did not have the same feel.
Agreed. Astral, I have found something while you were talking that will go great for this.
Oh, okay.
I have found a Google Doc of 200 different questions. Give me a random number and I will answer, or you can answer it as well.
Sorry,
Go ahead, pick a number.
I got distracted because Nate is posting the band Visitor, Big the frickin' cat. Oh, bye Shark if you're still here. I just need to... Are you feeling it now, Astral? Oh my gosh, my brother references that all the time. Oh, Snacky, thank you for the raid. Here, let me give you a hug. Thank you all so much for popping in.
Heck yeah, welcome.
13 people, that's a lot. Thank you so much. We're just doing a bit of an interview here with a friend of mine, Hobo Ryan, who actually helped get me into streaming, and we're getting very distracted with a bunch of like nostalgia stuff, but we're, supposed to be talking about just streaming and whatnot. How was your stream, Snacky? Was this the last day of the month of Snacky? I don't remember. Hi, HR. It's good to see you. Hi, Wumbo. It's good to see all of you. Thank you for giving the shout out to Snacky. Sorry, Ryan. Well, I'll get back to you in
all good. Don't worry
a
about
little
me.
bit. I gotta network. I gotta schmooze. I gotta earn my
The
keep.
heck? They drank. Hold on now. They drank ranch on stream? What
Oh
kind
wait,
of crazy?
what the heck? I haven't seen that yet.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. What happened here? I'm pushing her out of the way. Did you say ranch? Drank ranch.
Ranch is delicious.
Was it buttermilk ranch? Or are we just talking ranch?
Yeah, Peanut. Hi, Peanut. Why did Snacky drink ranch? Was this of their own volition, or was it because you guys bullied her?
Yeah, if the answer is the first one, we're about to bully them. So make your decision wisely.
The only quote from that episode I say all the time is, "This is the only numero uno of our night of debauchery." Oh, thank you for the posture check, HR. Back straight, shoulders back, boobs out. We're conducting a proper interview here, so we need proper posture. And hydrate and breathe.
If you're part of mine though, we're doing it differently. I want slouches and booties out. She's a tit, I'm an ass.
Nate, yeah, the repo bot. Ken, thank you so much for the follow. I will give you a hug in just a second as soon as I do this hydrate. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. But yeah, Nate, Ryan really does fit the repo bot. that flapping mouth.
I truly feel like myself, because it's just a Muppet.
Ramsey was right. He is a Muppet. Okay.
So apparently, they redeemed it, by the way.
Wait, redeemed?
They spun a wheel, and it landed on ranch. That is why
Oh my gosh. I haven't been in a Snacky stream for a while. I don't know about this wheel. I need to pop in sometime soon so I can see this. Chat hug for Derpy and breathe. Let's do the chat hug first, and then we'll take a couple deep breaths. So aside from the drinking ranch, was it a good stream? I mean, I guess the drinking ranch part was good for you, Peanut. Chat hug is one of my favorite redeems. I love giving you guys hugs. Alright, now let's all take a couple of deep breaths, everyone. And one more. All right. So Astral's a breast gal. Well, you learn something new every day. I do like boobs more than butts. Okay, I think I'm caught up on everything. All right, let's get back to our interview. So, another question from WWE fan. What do you think of is it supposed to be Amphibia?
I do know the show, but I know nothing of it. I know that was a highly requested one to react to,
Oh,
but I
is
never
it?
got to it.
Okay. Yeah, I watched a couple of the early episodes and I thought it was pretty entertaining. It wasn't like I wouldn't say it's as good as like Owl House or anything like that. But yeah, it's a solid show from what I saw.
Heck yeah.
Peanut, the Wheel of Shots redeem. 50,000 point. Okay, yeah, 50,000 points. That I'm never getting that, Peanut. It doesn't surprise me that you did though. Snacky was just loading you up on points with these daily streams. D-peeps, maybe that's how Ryan can use his redeems. Just get a wheel full of food and we can use the redeems to spin.
No. The reason I don't use points is because I know the second I give it to you, you guys are going to abuse it and you're going to destroy me.
Yeah.
From the inside out, you will destroy me.
We've actually talked about that before. I remember when I first got affiliated and I was trying to think of redeems to do. I went to Ryan and was kind of bouncing ideas off. And yeah, he was like, yeah, I'm never doing them because they all have so many points that anything I do, they're just going to be able to spam. And
yep, they'll spam it and they will bully the shit out of me. And I'm not, no. They do not get, I'm not giving them any power. I've even tried to put it behind paywalls and it didn't work. And once I realized if they're going to do this through a paywall, they're going to fucking destroy me in bits. Or the cheer points. No matter what, I know what it will, I will regret it.
D-peeps, it's like the sister show to the Owl House. Is it a lot of the same creators behind it? Because it does have a very similar look. He'd end up catatonic at the end. Good idea.
We all know.
Oh, Squid Game final season is coming. I need to actually watch that. This interview is so off the rails now, by the way. It's just a just chatting stream now. I think we got through most of what I wanted to, most of my talking points and stuff anyway. Let me just double check.
Quick, Astral, I still got, pick a number 1 through 308.
306.
All right, and chat, if you want to add your number in there too, you can. Number 306. What's your $1 million idea for a business or invention? I like how this is just like, how can I steal your $1 million idea?
Right?
Go on now. What's your $1 million idea? Go ahead, say into the camera, into this microphone.
Gosh, I feel like I've had one before, but on the spot, I can't remember.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea. Ask me when I'm not trying to think of it.
So many times, you know the joke, Simpsons did it, Simpsons did it. That's how I feel whenever I come up with an idea and I think I'm really smart. Oh, my $1 million idea. I do have a $1 million idea.
Ooh,
I got it. I know it. Air conditioners in Europe. Because those guys do not have air conditioners at all. I think if I put air conditioners into Europe and integrated a business that sold air conditioners to people in European countries, I would be a billionaire. Because I cannot tell you how many times my European subscribers complain about being boiled
especially in the
and
UK.
Having nothing. Because their windows are made a certain way so they can't put it in. So if I find a way to make air conditioners be able to fit their window, I can make millions and billions of dollars. There you go. That's my $1 million idea.
Is that
Like, it
really
never
the
actually-
like, I know a lot of the homes weren't like built with the AC
Mm-hmm.
because there's a lot of like older homes and stuff, but is it really just the windows? Like nobody's made one that fits in the windows? That's so stupid.
That's one of the people from Europe told me, or at least for them, they couldn't buy an air conditioner because none of them would fit their window, or be able to put it in their window.
Beppis asks, are you a cake fella or a pie fella? Definitely cake for me.
Cake as well, especially if you're adding ice cream cake into that mix.
Oh yeah, ice cream cake is amazing. Like I love chocolate cake with mint ice cream. Has anyone else drank ranch before? I have probably drank ranch. What's the grossest sauce you drank? Oh, I don't know. There haven't been many just like straight up sauces that I've actually drank.
Does pickle juice count?
I wouldn't say it's a sauce, but it does count as disgusting.
If not, I could probably drink tartar sauce. What? Okay, I think the grossest though is mayo, if you count that.
Okay,
That would be the
I
grossest
think
one.
I don't know if mayo counts as a sauce really, but I'll count
You
it.
could dip in it.
I guess, but I still don't think it's a sauce.
That's an interesting one.
Like
That's a good
I
question.
don't know what defines a sauce. I think it needs to be runnier than that though.
Beep says pickle juice is a delicacy.
You know.
Also, let's see. The next question is from Derpy at 88. All right, let's see what we got here.
It's the more
Going up the
expensive.
document.
Oh, Nate says it's called Central Air, Ryan. It's the more expensive alternative these days.
Okay, so well, that makes sense. That I've seen Central Air, but I think if I make a cheaper one for
Yeah,
people to get air
just make
conditioning,
it cheaper, duh.
All right, number 88. Here's the question. Ready, Astral?
Yes.
What is something other people admire about you? Chat, this is where you gotta come in.
Oh my gosh, what do you guys admire about me? Is it my stunning good looks? Is it my personality?
What about me? What's my little thing, chat?
Nah, you
Is
just
it
wait
my-
just a minute there. What do you all think about
Is it my-
me?
Is it my cute eyes? Is it my giant dumpy ass that bounces in the moonlight? You decide.
Do y'all like my badonkadonk?
You like my chunky dog?
I love your voice. Me or Ryan?
That's a good. Yeah, but I would say you because I said you first.
I like your costume, the voice, the... Oh, thank you, WW. I assume you mean me. 'Cause let's be honest. Oh, Peanut, yeah, I love mayo too, but not by itself. And it's kind of stinky. I don't like... Oh my gosh, my tracking is just like... One of my base stations is off. What the heck? Give me just a sec. We're gonna go on the astral
late.
train because I don't want to flash you guys. Okay, let me unplug this and
going in.
plug it back in.
She's working. She's in the workshop. While she's in
Ouch.
the workshop, I'll read the next number, which was 226. Hold on. Let's see what question we got here.
Oh, actually,
And
I
that
need
question
to...
is at 226. She's
Let
dying
me
over there.
see. I don't remember which one of these is the headset.
Ooh, the next one's a good one though.
Oh.
Chat, I have a question for you, and this is what it says. What is the dumbest purchase you've ever made?
This one. I hope this is the right one. It is.
What the fuck was that? That was her hitting her microphone. I know, it's
sorry,
a scary noise.
sorry
if you don't
guys.
know.
Okay. Alright, I am good now.
Huzzah!
Apparently it was all Drambeek's fault.
I knew it!
she got out of VR and it turned one of my base stations off.
Of course.
Okay. Let's bring you guys back in here. Sorry about that. Sorry about the noise. Oh my gosh. I still almost there. Now I can uncross. This is dangerous. You, Derpy, did you know what you were doing when you told me to wear this?
Of course, they're about to goose grid any second now. Oh, Graham just said sorry. The sabotage is real.
Your calm voice in person. Aw, thank you, Marley. I appreciate that. Peeps, love your... Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. I totally forgot you guys were saying things you admire about us. I was like, oh, they're just randomly complimenting me. Oh, my gosh. Nate, you both are very funny to watch fail miserably, and we do frequently.
Yep. Boy, oh boy, do we.
Peeps,
And
Ryan.
we revel in it.
Ryan, no joke, I love your laugh. It's one of those enlightening laughs that can brighten a room. Oh, that's really sweet.
Oh,
and
thanks.
I totally agree. You do have a very not contagious exactly, but a very like genuine feeling laugh that definitely kind of spreads that vibe.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Both of your luscious locks. Thank you, Shinzo.
It's a good laugh until you hear it at night. That made it sound like I was hiding in, like, you could hear me laughing through
My
the
gosh,
wall.
you're just...
I meant that I'm loud, is what I'm trying to say.
You're just, like, under people's beds and they start hearing laughing.
Yeah.
Mew, we need
That was
more...
one of...
We need more co-op games from you two. That actually does remind me, and I hope it's not putting any sort of pressure on you asking it on stream, but I was thinking I was originally going to do Unsorted Horror for Friday's stream, but since the Nuclear Nightmare update happened, would you maybe want to play for my stream on Friday?
I don't know if I can make it Friday, but I would like to play. I would totally be up for
yeah,
it.
we can do it another time too.
Anytime you want to play a co-op horror game, and I got it, just ask me. I'm always in.
Yeah, we haven't done a co-op one. I think it was probably last time we played Nuclear Nightmare was probably the last co-op game we did on stream. We do play every now and then outside of stream though.
That is true.
Not Nuclear Nightmare specifically, but just like different games. D-Peeps. Oh, I actually have a question for Ryan. I notice sometimes you put an S at the end of some words. Example, like somewheres. And I wanted to know if that was something that you always did or something you habited from your reactions.
I have no idea why I do it.
And then,
no clue.
perhaps...
I imagine there's some reason I started doing it, but I couldn't tell
Shinzo,
you.
thank you so much for the $1 donation to the Trevor Project. It's going to a wonderful, wonderful cause, and especially during Adria the Great. Is it Adria or Audria? It might be Audria. Either way, you're the greatest. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, it's going to a really good cause. Thank you so much. Like, you know,
Heck yeah.
y'all probably know at this point that, you know, I'm trans and pan myself in a lesbian relationship. So like very much in the queer community. So Pride Month and donating to the Trevor Project and stuff, like it does mean a lot to me when you guys support all that stuff. So thank you very much.
I got such whiplash because I did not think that was what you were gonna say.
Oh, what did you
'Cause
think
you
I was gonna
started
say?
you started with y'all, so I was like, oh, she's gonna say she's Southern, and then you went because I was like, you went, well, y'all. It's because I'm trans. I was like, whoa, wait, hold on, that's a weird way to start the heavy Southern accent ad.
No, I just got into the habit of saying y'all, honestly,
Yep.
in big part because of the queer community, because like I didn't necessarily want to say you guys or anything like that, and y'all is just a great gender neutral catch-all for a group of people. So
That's what I'm saying.
y'all is
Southern
amazing.
people got it right. At first, the people were saying that's not like correct, like the
Right,
the right
grammatically.
Yeah, grammatically. But then people are finally coming around to no. Actually, I think they're onto something here. I think they actually made a fantastic, perfect word.
No, it's amazing. I'm a big supporter of y'all. But WWE fan is asking once again the hard-hitting questions. Is Ryan a furry?
Do I look like a furry?
Well, I mean, we've heard the stories about MLP.
Oh my God! You have no idea how many comments I got just because. So, for anyone who's wondering, I did an MLP reaction a long time ago because I want to do one. I want to do a series that I'm like, I have nothing connected to this. I want to know why people like this, and I think it'd be an interesting dialogue. Not realizing, like an idiot, everyone was gonna watch it thinking I was a fan, and all I got was, "Oh, Ryan's a furry? Wow!"
Oh
I'm
my
like,
gosh.
No, that is not why I'm watching this. I'm trying to figure out. Anyways, no, I am not a furry, though I'm secretly a hamster in this robot. But that's not a furry. That's an actual animal.
So like that's actually why I put on, because I saw a while back you reacted to the Skibbity toilet stuff. And so I was like,
God, yeah,
okay,
that was
I
another one.
genuinely don't understand this, and I want to know like what it is these kids see in this. And so I started watching. I couldn't get past the first brain rot. I was like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm done.
Yeah, that was a weird one. I got for the most part what it was. It's a lot of kid traps. It's the same stuff like that Spider-Man and Elsa sort of stuff. It's got that
Oh,
same
okay,
kind
yeah,
of,
yeah.
there's certain things that kids just get attracted to, and yeah, it just had all of them.
Derpy, this is a comment from a while back. But Derpy said, I like how Ryan is an endless font of creativity and humor, and I like how Astral is able to make everything comfortable for everyone, if that makes sense. Thank you so much, Derpy. And
Thanks, Derpy.
you're absolutely right about Ryan. Like, I don't feel like he ever has a dry spell for creativity. I'm sure he does, like everyone does, but like he just seems like it's so effortless for him.
I surprisingly, I don't go through dry sparts very much, just because I usually just have a random thought and go, I'll write that one down.
All right, we're
And I
going
get
all
something
in
out.
on this.
Yeah. Also, I do agree that Astral is a perfect place for like calm, but I have to say, I think I might be the opposite streamer than you.
No,
Like,
we
you're
have
about
very
calm
different vibes.
You're a nice breeze. I'm
Oh.
a tornado.
Tenna, thank you for the wardrobe change. Also, hi, it's good to see you. All right, we're going into the party dress. This one's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna, let's see. I'm gonna change.
You do that.
I'm not sure if I can actually sit at all in this one. Okay, let's see. Okay, what are we? Oh, that's
While
my
you do that, I'll
teacup.
read
I was like, what the heck is that? That's not my underwear.
I can read some comments while you're doing that. Marley apparently is making
We're
a mistake
good.
in buying Sonic CD right now.
Ooh. I don't know if that's a mistake. It's got one of the best Sonic songs.
Yeah. I remember that one being pretty alright. Now, yeah, I think that's the right one. Let's see here.
Tenna, thank you for hydrate, posture check, and breathe.
So this was from a while ago. This is when I asked the question, what's the dumbest purchase? And
yeah.
Peanut Knight wrote a Mexican cat costume I bought Amazon day one shipping. Hey,
What the heck?
Now hold on now. Day one shipping's never dumb. I take that back. Swagnate wrote dumbest purchase, square gumballs for my gumball machine.
Why would you buy square gumballs? Alright. Posture check. Back straight, shoulders back, boobs out. And yeah, they are definitely more out than they usually are. And a couple deep breaths. All right. We are good to go. Oh, Nate, guys, gals, non-binary pals. Yeah, that's a very fun one. Oh, hi, Sword. I didn't know you were still here. I saw you kind of poking around. I don't know if I ever actually said hi to you. Hi, Sword. Mayonnaise can be sweet. I mean, anything can be sweet, but it's not necessarily the right way for it to taste. If you're not a furry, Ryan, what's with Carl the dragon, huh? Answer that.
He's a sentient being. Don't you talk about Carl. Carl's his own man. How can you say that about poor Carl?
So Carl is the voiceover that talks, right?
Mm-hmm. It's the dragon plush behind me.
Oh, I never knew that. I always knew you called it Carl. I didn't know it was like a specific character like that.
Yeah, so Carl was from the MLP series because I kept on making fun of Spike being this weird dragon that wants to have sex with horses. And I'm like, that's weird. Why is a dragon trying to have sex with horses? It's technically bestiality in the universe. So I made Carl to be just this weird dragon that wants to get a pony girlfriend. That's the whole joke. It's just horny dragon monster. And it stuck, and ever since then, everyone liked Carl's voice. So yeah, that's where it comes from.
Oh, you bought Sonic CD on Steam before it got delisted. So you just lost that game then? Is that what?
No, it should still be there. If you buy it, it'll still be, because I've got delisted games.
Okay. Foxroll. For Ryan, I gotta say it's the friendly and welcoming personality. Just the fact he calls everyone bud. And for Astral, it's the comfy vibes. Aw, thank you. And yeah, Ryan totally has a welcoming personality. Like, anyone who comes in his chat, he treats them just like all the others. You know, assuming they're not like coming in there all, you know, rude and whatnot. But
no, I usually steal for them too.
No,
I've got a few trolls that exist in my universe, but I don't think they're necessarily malicious. Even if they're mean, at least I can make something out of it. It doesn't usually bother me if someone comes in saying nasty stuff, because then at least you can make fun of them back and stuff like that. But I always tried to make a personal, I don't know how to put this. I try to treat people like people, because it's very easy to forget people are typing back on YouTube. It really makes me sad to see how when you get to a certain point on twitching where you kind of lose humanity in the whole thing, where it's just a bunch of emotes and people. And I see a lot of people, like, especially when they start getting fans, they start not seeing these people as human beings, and it's just like, yeah, anyways, I've always tried to make sure that people feel like, you know, they're welcome here no matter what, and that I don't forget that they're human beings.
Right.
Anyways,
and I think your community definitely notices that, because something I've noticed is that you don't have like a huge level of like growth with your stream, which I assume is because you play a lot of like retro games, things without like a lot of not a lot of browse traffic. But like the people who do watch you, they seem to really stick around and stay involved in the community, and I think that's beautiful. Like, I think you have an amazing community that you've built, and it's so cool that it's such a close-knit group of people.
Yeah, I agree. I love my chat. Like I said, I don't get many new people. Twitch people don't usually like my personality, but the people have been we've been doing this for like 3 years now, and it's been the same group for 3 years. So heck yeah, I'm very gracious for being able to keep this group of people.
Let me see. I'm still behind on chat. I'm kind of trying to speed through without missing too much. And I always feel so bad when I speed through chat, cuz like those of you who are regulars here, you know I always try to read and acknowledge pretty much every message. And so like
I'll get some in while you're doing it. By the way, I'm still behind a little bit, so
Okay.
you can go ahead and I can read slowly. By the way, Derpy wrote, I suppose my dumbest purchase was Bedrock Minecraft, not knowing you need Java for mods, and
Yeah.
ending up having to buy the same game twice.
That
I
sucks.
feel that.
I think I remember you talking about that, Derpy.
I can say my recent dumb one. I bought Legos thinking they were normal Legos, but they were micro Legos, and they are the nightmare of nightmares. Like, you need tweezers from some of those pieces.
Oh my
And it was,
gosh.
I built it, and thinking back, I should just send it back. It was not worth it. I killed my fingers so bad trying to do those things.
Speaking of micro, do you remember the micro Game Boy?
I do.
Like,
Yeah,
that
the
thing
one
was
like
so
literally that big.
it was like almost unplayable. It was ridiculous.
And the funny thing is, it has like a really high quality screen too. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, by the way, Marley wrote, I don't think you got what I meant when I said personality. I think he was talking about your bazongers.
What, this personality? We're not that kind of stream. We're not like the other VR chat streamers. I say with, you know, this dress on. But no, that's I think I was talking with Drambeak the other day, and she said like she said to me like, you're the most modestly dressed VR chat streamer, and I'm like, honestly, probably.
One thing I really respect, there's two streamers I really like and respect, and they're both have two things in common. It was Sasha Grey and what's the other one's name? But they were both porn actresses, and both of them are like, they never wear anything lewd and just straight like normal content, and I respect it so much.
Yeah.
Because it's like they took away the one thing that they were known for, like, you know, what brings in people, and said, nope, I want to start from scratch and just do my personality. And so yeah, I really respect like those two, because it's weird, because it's like people who aren't into porn like get their streams kind of sexual, and then people who are into porn get into streaming and don't do it sexual.
Yeah, no, and
dang, I'm trying.
It's very easy to fall into that trap. Like, Hi Duke, hi Reborn. Thank you for giving Reborn a shout out. Let's give a shout out to Duke as well. They haven't been streaming a ton yet, but I think they're trying to get into it. But sorry, I was just catching up on ads again a little bit. But yeah, it's very easy to fall into some of those like meta culture things where, like, you know, with VR chat streamers, I know we've talked about it before with my usual group on stream. Like, there's the whole meta about being a mute dancer with like some very sexy dancing and scantily clad clothing, and, you know, of course, moving the camera all around. And not to say that that's, you know, not an acceptable way to stream. People do enjoy it, and some of them are like really good at controlling the camera and dancing. But yeah, it's kind of disheartening when you put a lot of effort into something and then you just see someone else, like, you know, going for the quote unquote easy pickings of, like,
Yeah, it is disheartening to see someone just like it's a woman bouncing up and down. You see them get
right.
hundreds and thousands more views than you, and you're like, that's...
Yeah, there's,
you gotta push that aside. You can't think. You obviously, sex sells
yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. But you also gotta realize that their connection with their audience is non-existent. They don't have a genuine They're just people who want to goon away.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
And if both sides are okay with that arrangement, more power to them. For me, like, I need to have that connection with you guys. Like, early on, I don't stress about it as much anymore cuz I know you guys way better now. But like in the beginning, mostly in the beginning, I was worried, like, are people just like, following me and watching me because they like how my avatar looks? And of course that plays an effect. Like, there's always a pretty bias, but it was hard for me to accept that people wanted to watch me for the content I do. And I think that's a hard thing to overcome when you're starting out streaming.
By the way, Peanut asked this question. I have a question. What would be the best costume to put my cat in? That's a good question.
Oh my gosh. Probably one of the hats.
I say businessman.
Oh my gosh, yes, businessman. Businessman.
Businessman cat. Businessman cat is best.
It's business casual.
What was I going to say?
Fox.
Oh, the other one was Kaho, by the way. Her name was Kaho. It's a Japanese woman who streamed with Sea Dog a lot. And I know they've done work.
Foxroll, when you were younger, you would fall for a lot of the TV advertisements that would make toys and stuff seem a lot. Oh my gosh, I think every kid does that. Like, I think every kid wanted a fushigi.
Yeah.
And like, I got sock'em boppers. I don't know if you remember those. They were like big inflatables that you put on your fists and you just wail on each other. There was also like these big UFO things. They were like balloons almost, but you could like throw them like frisbees and stuff. And we had some of those. But yeah, a lot of things that we got were fun for like a few days and then we just never touched again.
Hey,
Hi,
by the way, I
Marshadow.
don't know if you saw.
Yeah, go ahead.
There were two people who were lurking. I don't know if you said hi to them.
Oh.
There was a Jenny Duke in a Reborn Stories.
Okay, yeah, I caught them.
Okay, sorry. That's what happens when I read.
No, thank you. Yeah, thank you for pointing it out, though, because it's totally possible I could have missed them. Hi, Ghost. It's good to see you, too.
Ooh, here we go.
Time to towards big mommy milkers. No, we're not doing big mommy. These are as big as mine are getting.
Which is very small for Fear Chat.
Honestly, yeah. Yeah, this is quite a modest cleavage.
But here's a good question. Where does Ryan think SpongeBob went really downhill? And I know the answer to that. That is whenever Hillingberg, the original creator, left, which would be the first movie. That's when it went down.
Yeah, I was going to say the first movie, but I didn't realize that was when he left. And
yep, that was the very last thing he did. Well, he did come back way after, but that was his...
It's honestly sad because he said like he didn't want SpongeBob to keep being made after he died, right? Or something to that effect. And they're still going strong. It's reminder we are at 2 hours. Yes, thank you, Derpy. I think we'll kind of start wrapping up here. I know you don't usually go much longer than I do, so like you're 2 to 3 hours.
I am a tired old man.
Yeah,
I can't handle this.
both of us are old. We can't do what all the young streamers are doing. Yeah, let's catch up. Oh, Marley, it's just you said personality as a joke and referring to your breasts, and I thought to add to it a bit. Yeah, I honestly, I don't know if I caught the comment you said in relation to it, or if I did, I didn't make the connection. If I read it, it probably went over my head, whatever it was. That is perfect.
Classic Marley.
You dork peanut.
We had to ban Marley from sexual jokes till he got hit to 18.
Oh my
We
gosh.
put him in the corner till he officially leveled up.
That's
And
funny.
now all it's come out is getting all excited about breast jokes.
That
God,
is
they grow up so fast.
that is something I want to get your opinion on. Like in VR chat, it's very common, at least, maybe in a lot of streams in general, but you know, in the VR chat category, you see a lot of 18 plus streams because of, well, like the meta, the lewd mute dancers and stuff like that. And
Oh yeah, for sure. And there's a lot of dances on VR chat.
yes. Is there, you keep yours, you know, open. Is there any particular reason you didn't want to do 18 plus? Because I don't do 18 plus either.
I see what you mean. Well, I figured I don't do anything sexual, and for the most part, like
No.
it is what it is. As yeah, I don't know. I didn't want to block it off completely because I knew there were still 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds.
Yeah.
And it's like to me, like the sexual stuff's off limits for the most part, especially on my Discord because of that reason.
Right,
But I figured
yeah.
for the most part, it's just gonna be okay. This is how I've always seen it. Like when I was a kid, I always watched whatever I was gonna watch. So I kind of feel like the 18 plus thing was kind of like they're gonna get in anyway.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Whatever. The kids like yeah. So anyways, that's why I've always thought, whatever.
It makes sense. Like I only do 18 plus on my stream when like it's an actual mature game, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
But like
I think for the most part, I think Twitch does that automatically. 'cause
Yeah,
it did it
yeah.
when I was playing Silent Hill 2.
yeah, it'll set it automatically for the most part. But like I never wanted to be an 18 plus stream cuz I do want everyone to feel accepted. And I know the prevailing view is that kids shouldn't be on VR chat, and to a large degree, yes, that's true. I love that they have the verified 18 plus stuff now, at least for VR chat plus. But like I've made friends with a lot of okay, I can't think of a good way to phrase this, but I've made friends with, you know, some really cool minors in VR chat. I know I
That
can't.
does sound funny.
I know
Yeah.
I can't say it in a good way, but like
Yeah,
you know,
it sounds bad. You're right.
you definitely, like, everyone has different maturity levels. Like I've met 16-year-olds who are way more mature than some 22-year-olds, and like the number doesn't matter to me all that much. Like people need community, and I'd rather have those people like coming here and being around like other safe people than slipping into some skis balls stream, you know? So
Yeah.
I like to make
I
everyone
would-
welcome.
I wouldn't recommend kids doing VR chat because VR chat's filled with a lot of sexual content
Yeah.
and sexual people being horny all the time. That's really why I would not recommend
Yeah,
anybody. But
If I wouldn't be opposed to them having it be an 18 plus game, but if that was the case, I wouldn't have met some really good friends that I have. So it's, you know, it is what
that's
it
what they're doing
is.
now. They're having the cake and eating too, making 18 plus worlds and non-18
Yeah,
plus worlds.
I think what they need to do is it's kind of it gets into some weird muddy territory where like having verified minor worlds where kids can be in their own space, because you know there's going to be scumbags who cheat their way into that. But like, it would be nice if they could have, you know, their safe space away from the adults, just like we have our safe spaces away from the kids. It's just, I don't
Yeah,
know how they
that's-
could reasonably do that.
I feel bad for that in general, because, like, I've talked to people about this. Like, kids don't have safe spaces anymore. Because, like, when we were kids, we had, like, our own websites, the Cartoon
Yeah,
Networks and stuff like that. And they've kind of just all disintegrated. Like, Roblox is the closest, but even then, like, the
There's-
creepers are out and about. And
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Uh,
And that's
and-
how it's been with like all of those. That's why they don't have those spaces, because they just ended
Yeah.
up being magnets.
Yeah, it's a shame. And so then kids get stuck on social media or TikTok and places that just are not good for kids.
Yeah.
Mentally and stuff like that.
So yeah, I try to be a good influence. Yes, we make some kind of lewd jokes, but I try not to do anything that's not PG-13. That's kind of my approach to all of this stuff. And I'm not like a particularly vulgar person anyway, unless you're like listening to one of the creepypasta narrations, then I might be a bit vulgar. Like the Dogscape creepypasta, that was the only one that I made an 18 plus stream without being forced to by Twitch, because that one had some very gruesome things to it.
By the way, I laugh because
Thank you for the hydrate ghost.
I read the comment, VRChat is turning into a Diddy party, and that broke me. That's why I laughed out loud.
Oh my gosh.
Cyborg Ninja, you got me. Listen, I would be lying if I haven't said I walked into one where I slipped on some baby oil and fell in my butt. Oh, shit!
Cyborg, what if the kid is 9? No 9-year-old should be on this game.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
Even like sexual adult type stuff, that set aside, like just the technology. Like if you're under like 11, being in VR for even a relatively small amount of time can have some negative impacts on your development. So nobody, in my opinion, nobody under 15 should be on VR chat, or VR in general. But like scientifically, at least, I think it's like 11 is kind of that cutoff to where no one under 11 should really do VR all that much. And that was a while ago, so grain of salt, check sources, all that stuff.
And if you do, Rec Room, I'm pretty sure is the PG version of VR chat.
Yeah. It's Hiccup, and how does that make you feel? Which part? Also, hi Hiccup, it's good to see you. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Does Ryan like French bulldogs or puppies? What about a puppy French bulldog?
I've never actually had a bulldog, so I'm gonna go puppies. I got absolutely shredded by a puppy a couple days ago, though.
Oh, did you?
Those puppies get sharp claws. They
Oh,
jumped all
yeah,
over me.
yeah.
My arm was shredded.
Kittens
But it's my own
too.
fault.
Like before kittens learn to play without their claws, like you will absolutely get torn up.
Yup.
Mew, remember when you had to stay up past midnight to see those unrated movies on? Oh my gosh, you didn't even need to stay up past midnight to, like, starting at like 8 o'clock, I would go watch South Park and you would get the Girls Gone Wild ads. Like, you'd get like 3 of them in a row and you'd just be sitting there for the commercials watching like as much as they could show you.
When I was younger, we used to do sleepovers, and around like 3 o'clock at night, it would just be porn all. But like when I say porn, I don't even think today you could have played it on Twitch, you could have played it on YouTube, kind of thing. It was nothing, and I remember us sitting there being a peanut gallery, just roasting everybody the whole time. But because of that, I swear to God, this I will never forget this. I fell asleep because I would always fall asleep, and I woke up, and all I remember is seeing a singing penis. They had eyes and the mouth on the penis, and it was like the slit of the, and there was singing, and I fell back asleep, and I, for the longest time, I thought I was like, that was a fucking weird
Yeah,
dream.
that
What
sounds
was
like a
that all
fever
about?
dream.
Until one of my friends went, Did you see the singing penis last night? And I went, oh my God, it's real. So yeah, shit like that was weird. It was a weird time when it was on it. Like one was like a guy in a gorilla suit, like the exact gorilla suit from SpongeBob.
Oh my
He was, like,
gosh, that's
picking
what
up
I was
people and
thinking.
putting them in their underpants, and he danced around. That's the kind of weird stuff that you had to deal with. Softcore was wild. No, you didn't know what the
Yeah,
hell you're gonna get.
hiccup, you heard right. A singing penis.
A singing
Oh
penis
my
indeed.
gosh, Marley, you're making me feel old. Are you seriously asking, or are you joking? What's Girls
No,
Gone
he might
Wild?
not.
I know,
wasn't kidding when
I
said
believe
he just
it.
turned
Yeah,
18.
that's why I'm genuinely asking, because I don't. Basically, Marley and okay, you're seriously asking, Marley, and for any of you who don't know, Girls Gone Wild were basically VHS porn tapes you could order, and it was just like girls, it was like different themes. Like there would be spring break Girls Gone Wild or college co-eds.
A lot of times, it was just like girls lifting their tops and showing their boobs.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
like the
that was
main
like the
thing.
default. It was just very straightforward, not hiding what it was. Hiccup. Oh, Hiccup, you're 14. Oh my gosh, Hiccup. Okay, yeah, we'll stop talking. We'll stop talking about that. But basically, they they advertised Girls Gone Wild on regular TV. Granted, they had a time limit. Like 8 o'clock was when it started. Oh, 8 o'clock was when you started seeing those things for me. But yeah, they they were just regularly run commercials after a certain time. Shinzo, you're 26 and you don't know what that is? Yeah, well, I mean, we're in our 30s, so
Oh, that hurt.
that does
hurt
kind of
right there.
hurt though.
That hurts.
You're just worried that you'll be. Oh no, Hiccup, we'll be fine. We're not going to talk about anything too, too gruesome. This is really as lewd as it gets here. Like we don't get very lewd on my stream at all.
Yeah, sorry. I am the chaos in this. Don't worry
Dude,
about her. Worry about me.
old
I'm
geezers
the criminal around
unite. Yeah, we got a few old folks in here. We're gonna meet up in the old folks home cafeteria, watch some Matlock, and reminisce about the old days.
here.
Cyborg. Oh wait. Peeps. But when YouTube was less restrictive and a person could just make an account, yeah, I kind of went a bit crazy. Oh my gosh. Like you made a bunch of accounts.
The Wild West of YouTube.
Yeah.
That was a period of time. They let anything on there. Yeah, I remember those days.
I mean, there was definitely a Wild West period of VR chat too that Ryan probably remembers.
Yep.
I wasn't a part of it at the time. I was watching from the outside on like Twitch streams and stuff. But yeah, it was an interesting place back before like it was COVID, and the release of the Quest really changed what VR chat was like, because you had this influx of more mainstream people, not just the early adopters and stuff.
Well, there was a boom period before that. There was
Oh.
like it got really popular on YouTube, and then
Oh,
it
yeah,
went a lull,
yeah,
and then
that's
then
true.
what you're talking about happened. Yep. Because
Yeah.
that's when I started. That's when I joined when I was watching YouTube videos of people.
Yeah, my first exposure to VR chat was, I don't know if you know the YouTuber The Do. He plays like guitar and on like plays guitar on different games and stuff. And so he was playing his guitar on VR chat, and I remember seeing a Uganda Knuckles for the first time, and I was like, oh my gosh, that thing is adorable. And I was just fascinated by VR chat. I was hooked like the very first time. Hey grandma, I want my EIT money. Oh my gosh, Hiccup, I'm not a grandma. Marley, don't worry about feeling old. My parents are in their 40s. How is that supposed? Yeah,
Like that.
that's
would
how
you
is that
say
supposed
that?
to make us not feel old?
Oh God. Oh, I'm gonna throw up. I don't feel good. I gotta lay on this table. Oh God.
Oh, Derpy, you know the dude? That doesn't surprise me. The dude does seem like someone you would know. Sword, for you it was Josh Dub. I've never... What do you do?
I've got to break this to feel young.
It's pretty durable.
There. Damn, but it is leaking on the ground.
Yeah.
Don't you feel young? Don't you look weird destroying things?
Well, I mean, I guess we're destroying the rug, but now I just feel sad. I'm gonna have to buy a new one.
Feel the rambunctious rebel in your soul.
Oh my gosh, you are something else. Marley, you know, you don't have to be sorry. It's fine. Like, that is something that's kind of interesting to deal with in VR chat. Like, in the grand scheme of things, so I'm 34. I almost said 35. I always say 35. I'm 34, and in the grand scheme of things, that is not like old. But on VR chat, I'm ancient. Like, it's very rare to meet people in their 30s. And so I'm usually the oldest in the room. Sword, your dad is 45. You know what? You keep your mouth shut, Sword.
Yeah, keep reminding us that we could have had kids that almost were about to have kids. You don't need to remind us.
Then what do you want me to call you? Oh my, I would say you can call me mommy if you weren't 14, Hiccup. I don't like
Fair point. Good move.
I've straight up said that people can call me mommy because I really don't care. But yeah, it would be very awkward for you to do it.
Yep. See, that's why I had to put Marley in the tank. It's very important.
Oh, hi Adrian. I don't know if I said hi to you already. Your parents are both almost 60? That's more like it, Adrian.
So, I have a funny experience. Speaking of age, so there's a big difference between me and my mom because, so, there is a bigger age gap between me and my brother than my brother and my mother.
Interesting.
Because my brother, she had him at 18, and there's a 20-year difference between me and my brother. So he literally could have. My brother is old enough that he could have been my dad. That's how much of a time period there is in between. Yep.
I'll call you Madre. Somehow that is better. It's better than mommy for sure. Yeah, go for it. Call me Madre. I'm fine with that. Okay, mommy. Of course you did. Actually, Marley, I think you're one of the ones who was around when I originally said that to chat.
I think so, yeah.
Oh my gosh, Sword. No grandmommies. What the heck? D-Peeps, you interned for a classroom once and a kid told you they were born in 2016. And I just stared there, comprehending the fact that there were kids born in 2016. I don't know what was wrong with it. No, like, I've definitely had that same sort of thing. Like, you hear someone say when they were born and you're like, oh my gosh, like, you're not supposed to be this old.
And then there will be kids who are born and all they knew was COVID. Think about
Right.
that. There's gonna be kids that were started off with that COVID. That's gonna
Hey,
be
Iro.
that's gonna be an interesting batch right there. I'm truly curious if that would actually mess up.
Oh
'Cause,
no,
that
COVID is definitely gonna have an effect on the kids who were developing during that time because they missed out on significant socialization. And
Yeah, because like that 6 and 7 you're talking about, those 6 and 7, like around that period where it would be like first grade, second grade, and COVID, that's a terrible time for kids
and like
to...
even the older ones, like we've already got issues with people being like, absorbed in their phones and other technology. And I know that makes me sound super old, but it's the truth. Like, I notice it with a lot of the younger generations. There's a lot less social awareness. Obviously not for everyone. It's just like general trends. But like a lot less social awareness, a lot less emoting, like facial emoting, because when you're like online or on a phone, you don't have to do that stuff. So it's really interesting to see that sort of development and to see these kids getting older.
We say as we
Who's
play
the
VR chat, and we have to
right.
emote by holding down a button.
I mean, to be fair, I'm in full body, so I can at least be expressive with my arms.
That's true. You can have the Italian hands.
Hey, bippity boppity. But no, like that is a thing where like it is the same with VR chat. You get like the mutes in particularly who rely on all that stuff because they don't use their voices. Like I've heard about some of them, like, instead of emoting in real life, they'll do like the hand gesture. If they're like,
boy.
chronically online enough, of course. But hiccup, this red man here, this is Hobo Ryan.
Hi.
He is my
Hello.
interview guest today. And we've definitely strayed away from the interview format. This is
forgot about the
really
interview. Now
just
it's-
turned
now it's
into...
Now
mean,
it's just your
we're...
mom and dad having a conversation to you.
Yeah,
Have you done your homework?
back in my day.
Man, listen here, Sonny. Back in my day, it was called The Muppet Show, not these Muppet movies. We used to...
I mean, they did have
in
Muppet
Sesame
movies,
Street,
though.
Tell them how Sesame Street and Muppets were the same thing.
Oh yeah, the Muppets. They were on the Sesame Street. I remember that.
Yeah, Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog was the reporter.
Yeah,
He did the news on the
reporter.
Sesame Street.
There you go. There's our old person.
Gosh, we should do a whole stream like that. Just, oh my gosh, we could do like a Statler and Waldorf stream.
Let's go.
That would be so funny.
I guarantee you a bunch of the people are so young they don't know who that is.
So,
Let's go.
Statler and Waldorf, for those of you who don't know, they are the best Muppets. They're the old guys who sit up in the balcony and criticize and heckle the whole time, but they show up every night.
Yup. By the way, Alex the Lesbian is heading on out.
Oh, bye, Alex. We should actually probably be wrapping up as well. He likes to make Hitler jokes.
No, that is seriously how I know I'm old. Because I all of a sudden, like, started watching a bunch of World War II documentaries and I went, oh my god, I'm doing the stereotypical thing guys do when they get old. They just keep watching history documentaries. I find World War II stuff so freaking fascinating. I keep going down the rabbit hole. I had to force myself to start doing Mao facts because I kept on doing Hitler facts, and I had to change my life up. Did you know Mao gave women's rights just so he could win the war? This is a true statement. He gave women's rights knowing that women wouldn't not vote for him if he gave them rights. So he won the whole thing solely on the fact of doing that. Can you believe that?
Aw, thank you for the follow,
What's
Hiccup.
happening?
Let me
What's happening to me?
give you a hug. And hugs for all of you who haven't gotten one yet. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. We're trying to do these interview streams every other Wednesday, so we'll have another streamer 2 weeks from now. If it gets popular enough, you know, I might start trying to do them weekly, but I'm afraid of running out of people to interview.
Well, then just do it till you run out of people, and then you can. It can be a special.
That's
account.
true. Back in my day, there were only 151 Pokemon. 150 more like. Mew was a huge revelation.
Yeah, you tell them.
People got hype about Mew.
Tell them what was the next what was the Pokemon after all them? You should know. What's next? What was the next Pokemon that
numerically or
went
revealed?
crazy?
Like Togepi, when Togepi came out and there was
No.
Peekaboo.
Do you remember?
Well, Peekaboo, Meryl.
You guys don't even know what a Peekaboo is.
We called Meryl Peekaboo back in the day.
That's right.
And then like seeing new Pokemon in
It was the 2000 movie, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
They showed up.
yeah,
That was when Snubble. It was Snubble,
Meryl, Elekid.
Oh, Lugia, of course, because he was
Yeah,
like the main-
Lugia. Was that it?
Yeah.
It might have been it. And then, you know, Togepi
think
showed
so.
up in the show before.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh,
wait,
Marley,
Astral.
your dad always calls Meryl Peekaboo. Stop
Let's
saying
go,
stuff
my
like
boy.
that.
Hey, Astral. So technically it's 152 Pokemon because in the first episode of Pokemon they showed Ho-Oh.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they-
that's right. Yeah.
That's right. They never revealed it. That was actually genius. I'm shocked
No,
they don't
that
do
was-
that more on the end.
That was amazing. Hi, Bamboozle. You've always watched history. Yeah, I know you've always watched history documentaries. That's like your special interest. But yeah, history documentaries are genuinely fun to watch. Well, maybe fun's not the right word. It's nice to just relax and like have some calm documentary like that going. And it is, honestly, it's fun to learn. Like, I enjoy learning.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The fun part is the discovery and learning about stuff.
Oh, I got a teapot.
But nonetheless, I am gonna head on out myself
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I am
we
sweating
gotta-
buckets, and I have still yet to eat dinner.
Yeah,
Still sitting
I
here,
need
so-
to eat dinner too, so we'll go ahead and say goodbye. We'll find someone to raid. Thank you so much, Ryan, for
I'm waiting.
joining us today. It was so good
Keep
to
getting-
have you here.
Hey, look at me. Eye
Eh,
contact.
eh, eh.
Keep getting bigger. You must become the most famous so that I can leech
Oh my
off you.
gosh.
Don't forget this. Make her grow. Put fertilizer. Wait, no, that's poop. I just realized what fertilizer
Ew, don't
is.
put poop on
Whatever
me.
whatever term for making someone grow that isn't fertilizer. Do that. Make them big. I believe in
You're
you.
so sweet.
I'm proud. Hey, all jokes aside, I'm proud of you for how well your streaming has been going and how much, how good you've been doing at it. And
Yeah, thank
keep
you.
up the good work.
I couldn't have done it without you.
Yes, you could have.
Now you
think you always-
seriously helped like make me feel comfortable enough, and you gave me my startup. You gave me Derpy and Nate and others who stuck around.
They are the reliable. That's true. He's goose gritty, and now I can see him in his little chair.
We need to do an astral gritty emote.
Nate, you need to find yourself a dance move to do with him.
Yeah, Nate, you need your signature move to do with the gritty.
Yeah. That's
We got
right.
some options
Anyways.
tonight. We got Steph, Snipe. Ooh, okay.
As for me,
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
gonna
have a
go.
look.
Goodbye, chat. Thank you for
Bye,
joining. I appreciate all
everyone.
you. Have a great week. Goodbye. Oh yeah, I stream on the weekends. There
Oh,
it is. It's Sundays.
yeah,
I probably
yeah.
should say that. Okay.
Go check out Ryan, Hobo Ryan 88. Can we
Yeah,
shout out
baby.
Ryan again real quick? Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Ghost. Go check him out. He streams on the weekends, and it's usually horror games on Sunday or Saturday.
And then non-horror games on Saturday. Right now we're doing Kitty in the Big City, Little Kitty in the Big City, something like that. We're playing as a cat in the city. And on Sunday we're gonna be playing the beginning of Poppy Chapter 4 because I finally finished Silent Hill 2 remake, which was amazing. But anyways,
Oh my gosh, I need to continue Poppy.
And if not, I'll probably see you around for a co-op stream or something.
Yeah.
Thank you for supporting my friend, and thank you for coming to the stream, and I hope you enjoyed the interview. You're all beautiful people, and I shall see you next time. Bye!
Alright, I'm gonna give y'all a hug, and then I'm gonna put you on the ending screen so we can figure out who we're gonna raid. I hope y'all enjoyed the interview. It, kind of fell apart as a structured interview, but it was fun. That's kind of what I want. I want to just talk with different people and get to know them and stuff. And if we get to kind of network a little bit, introduce you to some new favorite streamers, that's even better. But thank you all so much to all our new friends, all our friends from Ryan's channel, and all our regulars. Let's put you on the ending screen. You do need to find a dance emote. Oh, I'm missing your oh. Oh, Left Nut, you're still here? I don't see you though. I see Derpy added you. Okay. We are going to stream. I kind of want to stream Omune again. Yeah, we'll do a bit of an outro. We don't have a huge outro that we do, but I got a little spiel. Okay, let's see. We haven't rated Steph for a while. Oh my gosh, Jen's got a lot of viewers right now.
I know the ads are
Oh, be quiet. Oh, is Mika just starting? Okay, Mika's been going for an hour, so maybe that's why they're not very high. Okay, I'll give you guys some options. Do you want... Let me go through the list. There's a lot of people on. Do you want Adam Crow with Fire Emblem? Sniper with Project Zomboid? Omune with Resident Evil 2? Wait, is Nefertiti? Don't they usually have more viewers than this? Oh, they're just starting, I think. Oh my gosh, why is it going so slow? Okay, they're 36 minutes in. I don't really know them though, so we won't do them. Yeah, we can also do Mika with The Last of Us Part 2. And, worst case, we could go with Jen. Twine Games is playing Repo. Oh, yeah, that's true. Mumble. Sorry, yeah, I did mumble a bit. Okay, let me give you guys the options again. Got Adam Crow with Fire Emblem. We've got Sniper with Project Zomboid. We've got Omune with Resident Evil 2. We've got Mika with Last of Us Part 2. We've got Steph with ASMR. Reading Ender's Game. And if we don't like any of those, we've got Jen with VR Chat. But I'd rather raid one of the others because Jen has like 49 viewers right now, so she doesn't need a raid. Hi CH, it's been a while. How are you doing? You caught us just in time. Oh, thank you for doing the poll. Alright, everyone vote for who you want us to raid. And we'll get you guys passed on to someone you enjoy. Looks like a couple for Adam Crow. Okay. How was the conversation? Conservation with Ryan? It was good with Ryan. It's always a lot of fun just hanging out and talking with him. Yeah, no, that's fine, Nate. I was going to do that, but my mind blanked. But while you guys are choosing who you want to raid, thank you all again so much for being here today. It's always a lot of fun, and I'm really glad y'all are enjoying these interviews, because I love talking to people, and I like, you know, getting to share some of my friends and other streamers with all of you, maybe support them a little. So it's looking like Adam Crow with Fire Emblem is probably gonna win. We've got 3 votes, but there's still some time. We've also got 1 vote for Steph. So I think unless there's an upset in the last few seconds, we're gonna go start getting that raid set up. Didn't see you on the votes. I'm sorry, Sword. I don't think we have as many ARC fans. Okay, let's pull you over here. One of these days I'll just... Alright, looks like Adam Crow is the winner. So let's do /raid. We haven't raided Adam Crow for a while, so that works for me. I am gonna have to raid and run though, so Derpy or Nate, would one of you mind saying hi to Adam for me? But I gotta go get my dinner because we went really late. Adam Crow Gaming. Thank you, Derpy. Alright, there's our raid. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here. I love y'all very, very much. Go eat some good food, drink lots of water, and be good to yourselves and each other. And I will see you on Friday for either Unsorted Horror, or if I can get some people together for Nuclear Nightmare, we'll do Nuclear Nightmare. So y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Bye, everyone.